Hello! Hello, everyone! Welcome to Charmed Persons. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I know that I'm having a good one. And
like a robot or like an alien that was
I know I'm having a good one. Other humans, are we also enjoying time as it passes?
Affirmative.
Good. I'm just practicing for tomorrow to get back into droid speak. Speaking of, tomorrow is our finale of Nova Crew, so make sure you tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central for the finale of our campaign in the Star Wars 5e universe. Then the next week, this coming Sunday, we will have episode 27 to go through the aftermath of whatever happens during this week's session. And then next Monday, the 14th, at 7 p.m. Central, we have session 1 of March Madness. It's going to be a long-shot campaign DM'd by our very own Matt Schwartzwalder. Oh my gosh, I forget to do it every time. I'm going to move your guys' images around here in just a second. It's going to be DM'd by Matt, and it's going to take place in the Nine Hells, which I'm very excited about. So let me, you guys talk about what you're excited about while I move these people around.
It's raining outside.
No.
It rained outside last night.
It was windy yesterday.
Is that our rain? Give it back.
It's snowing right now.
What?
Is it snowing in Colorado?
Yeah, we're gonna get like probably close to 4-6 inches by the end of today, and it was like 65 degrees on Friday. So
Yeah.
70
like,
earlier today.
That's kind
I
of.
wish it still was that.
Too.
Yeah.
Monday is supposed to snow.
No.
Let's talk about weather. Can we just turn
Shut
this
up.
into like a weather show?
Yeah. No. We're gonna go ahead and get started now that I've moved all your guys' stuff. My bad. I literally do it every single time. Okay,
There's
so
a cold front moving.
yeah. So
That's
let
the
me
idea.
go
Just a
ahead
dragon.
and set the mood here.
Actually, a white dragon moving in.
I'm suddenly turned on.
Not my intention.
Wrong
It's
mood.
just
Wrong
the
mood.
mood. Oh, sorry. That's the only one I brought.
It's okay. Hey, it's alright. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get started in this week's session.
Okay.
Okay.
Heat
I want to see all of our faces.
is all you feel around you. Hard, rough earth is underneath you. You are surrounded by darkness. You can still feel the licking flames from the fires around you. The crackling of flames does nothing to drown out the screams heard from all around you. The darkness is then broken up by two glowing white eyes that pierce your soul just as easily as they pierce the horrific fog that surrounds you. You look down and you see that your hands are covered in blood. Blood that seems to be pooling from your eyes and falling into your palms. You are crying blood. As the pool of blood stills, you see your reflection within. Long, dark hair with a tuft of black facial hair on a pointed chin. Demetrius Fray. Visions of a glowing sphinx and that ungrateful wretch fill your mind, and you growl in anger. The white eyes widen and get closer. The flames around you can be seen now. The dark form appears from within them, white eyes still glowing. Fear strikes your heart. It's him. All this time avoiding him, hiding in that damned satchel. Rikavar has found you. Out from the flames, the form steps forward. Despite being surrounded by glowing fire, the massive figure stays completely hidden, shrouded in darkness except for the burning white embers that stare into you. You see no mouth move, but you hear.
Demetrius, you really think you could escape my wrath?
Pain is all you feel now. That is all you will ever feel. For the rest of forever. The gray sky! You shouted at the top of your lungs. The torture has lasted days, it seems.
Yes. I see your mind, young one. That mage. Bring him to me. If you do, your son won't suffer the same punishment.
Agony. Darkness. Then relief. You are whole again. Walking through the streets of the Brass City in the Nine Hells, you turn down an alleyway and you spot him. Ah yes, Elliot was right. The backwards hands are easy to spot. You approach the creature. You offer a deal. Revenge. He accepts. Your vision shifts again. Under the pale moonlight, you pry the basement doors open, and you look down at the body. Bloodied. Throat slit. Red beard made even more red from the congealed red liquid. You took my family from me, boy. Now I take yours. You grab the body and you leave. The plan set in motion. Vision shift again. You hand the backwards-handed creature a piece of parchment. Stay close, but don't make a move. He can't know I'm back. Elliot closed himself off to me, and that's good for now. Keep it that way. Another swirl of reality. You and the undead father approach a stagecoach wedged in between two tall trees. The weak old bloods still house the same message plastered on the wagon's canvas. Xavier sends his regards. You rip open the canvas and climb into the wagon, and you find one. The last piece of information you got from Elliot. The red gems. This Xavier isn't entirely useless, it seemed. The vision shifts again. You are walking through the streets of Faluent, hood up. You turn into the alleyway and wait for the father to join you, followed by a few other recent creations of yours. You can't help but smirk. It's been a while since you've been out and had this much power. It feels good. You know the plan. Gregoff will get the cleric's parents. The rest of you make your way to the library's underside. Use the carts and climb your way under. I'll make my way to the library itself. Shouldn't be hard to get an invitation. With a final smirk, the group disbands. Vision shifts again. You are by the wooden table, looking at the spell sheets in front of you. The father runs in, hood up. They saw me. The irrational one followed me here. Anger fills you. In a swift motion, you grab the father by his collar and slam him into the hard wall. You gray skins never fail to disappoint. A quick thrust of your forehead slamming into the bridge of the man's nose. Fine. We start now. And the rest of you, you are upstairs as you have just found out that the man in front of you that is running the stables has a very familiar red gem on him. As soon as Rev calls that out, the man goes stiff and just collapses into a heap on the ground in front of you.
Whoa.
Right behind him or right in front of him?
You are right behind him, so he fell in between you and the rest of the group.
Is the red gem implanted or like a necklace?
A necklace.
I take a dagger and try to like slice the necklace thing off.
Yeah.
Just so it like falls to the ground.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did we know that the gem, does it turn like a dead body into like a living husk, or does it like charm a living person? Like, is that person dead? Would I know that?
From
Can't
what you
remember if
remember,
you determined that.
from what you remember, it literally turns like a soulless body into
Okay.
a husk. But what you don't remember is, or what you do remember specifically is that the Vanderhob that was under its control was very robotic, didn't speak, was very focused.
Mhm.
This man was like moving and reading a book, and but it's not hard to tell that as he collapses and as he like came straight, it wasn't that he straightened up, it was that the illusion that was on this husk fell. It like what was happening in reality was that it was just a husk of a body walking around, but there was a powerful illusion on the body.
Illusory magic. I'm gonna, as the guy
You muted,
crumples on...
Abra. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Ray.
You're good.
I didn't say anything real.
Okay, go ahead, Ray.
Everything's real to me. As he falls, I'm just gonna... Because you said we're behind him.
No, he turned to face all of you guys, so he's falling and Elburn's behind him.
I was behind him because I was going to go to the tables with
Yeah,
him.
you guys are like in the doorway, he's falling in the doorway, Elburn's like in the stables, and you guys are in the main office area.
Gotcha. I'm gonna rush to him, and be like, "Oh my God, is he okay?
I think this is
No.
like that weird.
He's not bad, right? Catch me up here. He's just pretending to be bad. with
I
the
tell
necklace.
them my like journey and running in and the thing, and then I'm like, and it's weird because he said this word, the Bible, and he was reading the Bible. I've never heard of that before. So I thought something was weird, but I didn't like really get much from him. And then we were gonna go in the stables, and then you guys came in, and then I sliced this so we don't have to worry about. And the little gem thing is on the ground, but I like pick it up with my dagger a little bit as best as I can and be like, one of these fuckers again.
Yeah.
And Ray, you were around with those necklaces.
That's when we were in the mansion.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I just wanted to make sure that like I understood
Totally.
that this guy is just an innocent bystander.
Yeah.
I
Or-
think
It's just
The
a
husky.
pile of flesh.
Technically was an innocent bystander.
He did.
Yeah.
I poke him with my dagger to see if he bleeds. Like on the arm.
You mean you're stabbing a dead body?
No, like
Omer, what's
like a
your
little-
deal?
a little bit of
Respect.
a little bit of blood begins to like pool out, but very much in the way that it's like it's been stopped flowing for a while and starting to congeal, and yeah.
Yeah, that's coagulated blood. This guy's been dead for a minute.
Yeah, I think we all remember how
Thanks,
these necklaces
Elburn.
work. Speaking of though, does the were the necklaces connected to how the door was summoned to get to the?
Yes, they were. Well,
Yes, they were absolutely.
yes, they were. I can't remember if there was two different types of necklaces or if all of them had the power. Off the top of my head.
They
but I-
each had the power to summon the door once per
Yes,
day.
yes,
Is
I think that is the case.
Following correctly, I just wanted to be.
Yeah, because I don't remember. I'm not
I
remembering
thought
any
there were two
mechanics.
different ones, but
I'm not remembering any mechanics for two different ones, so I do think it is. Yeah, I
I
think
think it
it's,
was
We
the.
yeah, once
we
per
could use
day,
this
so-
to go get all our stuff back.
I think
All
we should
the
be more
stuff we
concerned about the
collected.
guy who ran in here.
Well,
Clearly was shifty.
also, if
isn't this the
if
guy?
this person with the necklace is here, they could have the people who set this guy up to be here probably have a door to the mansion, or something like that.
Go ahead and make a perception check, Rev, and Atticus.
I'm gonna use my fancy brain dice to add to that.
16.
Mine's an 18 total.
Everyone's kind of talking about what to do, and Ray's bringing up the mansion, and Elburn's like, yeah, that guy that ran in here, and the two of you are like adding in your 2 cents as well. And Rev, you notice it first. You look down, and the door that was like behind the desk, or like not necessarily behind the desk, but off to the side. It's like to your guys's. If you're facing Elburn, it's to your left right now. Right beneath it, there's just like a slow, very soft mist pouring out. And like as you notice it, you look back up to the group and you see that Atticus is looking down and sees it as well.
Is this like vampire mist, or is this like...
You do recall that where vampires tend to lay, that a fog does appear.
Okay. I like gesture to Atticus silently, and then in the brain trust, like to everybody.
Yeah, because it's 30 feet, so this is everybody. Yeah.
Finally.
Thank God one of you guys has this ability.
Stay quiet and calm. I think that there's a clutch. I don't know what to call it. A group, a murder of vampires.
I want to
There's
walk
a
up
murder.
to the door. That's yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna walk up to the door. Try to carry on the conversation as if I'm still talking to them, but walk up to the door to see if I can listen, see if there's anything that I can hear.
Roll another perception check at the door.
7.
With the door closed, you don't really hear anything in particular. Which is also information. You don't hear any like movement or anything.
Yeah, all right.
So we're just gonna release the horses and then burn this fucker down? Like, what's up?
In the brain trust, be like, I can sense them within 60 feet, but not behind total cover, so I'd have to open this door.
Well, I'm ready if you are.
I'm gonna take out my hand axe.
Take out my one enchanted pistol.
I could maybe send in an unseen servant first to distract in case there's anything there and ready. Does that make any sense, or should we just do it?
I think we at this point.
Yeah, I don't
Just
want
do
to
it.
waste a spell
Save
slot.
your spell slot.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
I take out my cannon.
I'll just say, well, I think they left some horse feed in this other room. I'm just gonna go check, and then I'll open the door.
You open the door, and very much like you see in Roll20, you see a long staircase leading down. The lanterns are less technical and more fantastical, but yeah, that's pretty much what you see.
I'm gonna send Gidget
on
down.
the staircase is just a blanket of fog all the way down.
Can I just do divine sense? It's within 60 feet, not behind total cover.
Avra, I've made sure and checked you have not cast Find Familiar yet.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Did you
I
last
did.
session?
Like in the morning, I said I get up and I cast Find Familiar in the morning. I take the 10 minutes as ritual.
I trust you.
If people don't remember, like I have a bad memory, but I'm pretty sure I did.
I specifically remember.
Yeah,
you
Eric
saying
immediately. Yeah, no, I believe you.
I was
I
blackout
have-
for the whole session.
And right after that, I talked about Sam turning into a hawk, so we both did the Find Familiar thing.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
and then
morning.
they like interacted. Yeah.
That's correct. Yep, I remember now. Yep. So you start to send Gidget down. As you do so, Atticus grabs his holy symbol. Atticus, the closer your like sense gets to the bottom of the stairs, there's a very heavy presence of undead.
Okay. I also know if the spell Hollow has been cast. But...
It is not.
Okay.
Dang.
Right?
Go ahead and make a perception check, Atticus, now that you have opened the door.
Change dice. 23.
With a 23, you hear faint chanting.
Chanting.
From
Yeah, there's chanting.
from
We
what
gotta get
seems
down
like
there
a
now.
singular person.
Okay. Chanting's never good, and I'm just gonna start walking down the stairs.
I look at everybody real quick and go, oh, I guess we're good. And then I just go.
Okay.
Let's get this over with, you guys. A long time coming.
Let's go.
You walk down the stairs, and you do actually have to look down at your steps because there's just a blanket of fog. There's a blanket of fog on the staircase, so it's hard to see where you're stepping. But it's easy enough. You get downstairs, and as soon as you do, you immediately see a very large, basically storage room where the horse feed is kept, hay is kept for the stables. There are tons of crates for saddles and saddle fixings, and basically just anything that these stables will need is all in this one very large storage room. And there is fog all over the room, and next to these piles spread out throughout the room are coffins that currently stand upright. I will show you the map in roll
I don't
20.
want
In the brain trust, I go, let's light these motherfuckers on fire.
Burn them.
And I turn back silently and just smile at whoever's behind me and go,
Go ahead and put your tokens
Where are they?
on the table.
Where
My favorite part.
Laszlo.
that will never not be funny.
As we walk in, is there one that looks particularly fancy?
I will tell you all of that here in just a second.
Would we be? Could we go anywhere in the room?
No,
Or-
you are down here where I have moved Laszlo at the
Oh,
doorway.
we're Laszlo, okay.
There's a doorway down here at the bottom that you guys are all entering from.
Oh, okay, good.
You can be within. Yeah, you got to be right there on the So, let me see here.
I wheeled my cannon down the stairway.
Yeah, with the illusion and with with the illusion failing and with the heavy footsteps coming down the stairs, your arrival is not unannounced. You see everything that is in front of you, and on the far end, you don't see any coffins that seem to be fancier than any others. However, you do see in the back, by the table, clearly Demetrius, standing over the table with his long red robes, and with his back to Demetrius, facing the entrance, is your father, Gregov Greyskin, in his vampire form, just staring at the door. Demetrius is chanting, and there's like a pulse, and a rift starts to appear right here. And it looks like a very small dot, and then Demetrius raises his shoulders, and he starts to laugh. All right, you had your chance. I guess y'all want to fucking die. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Do you throw my hand up and go,
Fucking die.
Honestly, TPK starts right now.
oh, it might, based on that roll.
Oh yeah. Big yikes.
It could be worse. I'll say
I
that.
mean,
It could be worse.
at most we've got 2 more sessions left. So
It's
Weird.
fine.
Are we supposed to hear music or anything?
yeah, there's tonal spooky music.
As soon as I said that, I just heard.
I'm hearing,
Yeah.
we're gonna be
That.
hearing Spooky Mormon Hell Dream from Book of Mormon.
It's a
It's on
spooky
repeat.
Mormon hell dream.
Are you licking a knife, Evan?
That is correct, is what I just did.
Yeah, just wondering.
That's going on the Twitch.
Elburn
That's
definitely
a-
is doing that most of the time.
Well, I am the irrational one.
Is that the
Yeah.
knife you used to
Yep.
cut
You
open the
are.
dead body?
I didn't cut it open. I poked it hard.
Is that the knife that you used to kill that husk?
Also, JMO, you're chatting in the memes section of the Discord.
Clearly, I had that open last.
Yeah.
Stab him in their home to be dead.
Guys, let's make sure they're vampires. I've got my mirror, and I'll just spend my first turn doing
Halbern, I thought you heard. I guess, did we tell you that when you were wasted?
No, I remember that.
Okay.
That was after I was.
Because
being-
apparently weed affects Halbern in a very odd way.
Very
Dude, it was not as strong when I was younger.
You're a violent weed.
I'm not even violent. I'm just like.
You're flailing.
Although I was rubbing myself a lot, just being like, man, this is something.
My
You
skin
say you
feels
weren't
amazing.
you weren't violent when you shot somebody? No, I wasn't violent. I wouldn't
Violent?
call that violent.
LOL.
It was just like casually aggressive.
Casually aggressive.
Casually
Not
aggressive.
formally aggressive.
Officer, look. I was just
Casual
casually
aggression.
aggressive.
I casually murdered this person.
Can I be cited for a casual misdemeanor?
All right.
We're talking casual crimes.
Let's start with Atticus. What did you get?
13.
13. Rev.
23.
Damn, dude. You gotta kill your dad.
Ray.
I got a big old 10.
Avra.
16.
Nice.
Elburn.
15.
Laszlo.
23.
Nice. Who's Rev's dexterity's higher, I think. Right?
Yeah, 16 is mine.
Doesn't matter.
And Kelpie.
21.
Okay, bye, guys. Have fun. Exciting.
All right, at the top of the turn order, it is Demetrius's turn with a 24. Gotta love a good
Son of a
alert
bitch.
feat.
Oh, okay.
He
I have that feat too.
All right. Also, these stacks that you see are all 6 feet tall, including the coffins. So anything that you physically see in the room is 6 feet tall. So even though I told you what's on the other side, you honestly don't really have eyesight on it right now.
So these are the coffins? These ones at like the end?
Yes.
Like these things?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the coffins are the ones that they look like the weird quadrilateral shapes almost. And
Elfie is
then,
also
yeah.
6 feet tall.
So at the top of the turn order, Demetrius, he takes out this black pearl and he slams it on the ground, and this sphere of energy kind of like encapsulates him and then dissipates and becomes invisible. And then he looks at Gregov and he says, go ahead and get your hands dirty, old man. And that's going to be the end of Demetrius's turn. And Rev, it is your turn.
Yeah. Boy, this is a big room.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like literally the storage area for the entire stables.
Yeah. Rev moves up to this coffin, and the doorway is facing him.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, as you approach that coffin, from inside you hear and the door breaks open, and you see a
Your mom.
Like a kitty, right? Like a little kitten?
you see a woman that has clearly been dead for a couple of days, undead, just like immediately like start to lunge towards you. She doesn't do anything, but she appears in that coffin right in front of you.
Yeah, my plan was to take the immovable rod and put it up against the the lid of the coffin.
I've set it. I set it up that like as soon as you approach these things, like. Not every coffin has.
Oh no, it's like a freaking Jack in the Box.
Fun. So I guess instead of that, what I will do is,
if you want, I can say that you did that, and she could like have broken through the coffin, but still have like the immovable rod in front of her.
No, the joke's already passed. So I'm gonna start casting Spirit Shroud though, and using that for radiant damage.
Okay.
Being spooked by this, taking my rapier and stabbing into the coffin.
Okay. Go ahead.
Which is a 25 to hit.
Hits.
And then 6 with regular slashing damage. And then another 6 points, I think, of
12 total?
No, radiant.
Yeah, you take the rapier, just immediately spooked, and just and thrust it right into the woman's clavicle, immediately stabbing where her heart is. And the spirit shroud around you kind of, this mist goes into the rapier itself and into the wound, kind of spreading it further. Did not kill the creature, but definitely caused some pain.
Additionally, it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn, and its speed is reduced by 10.
Cool. Great. Good to know. I will mark... Oh, wait. This... Okay, great. Is that the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn.
All right. Laszlo, you're up. Kelpie, you're on deck.
All right. Hey, Rev, how do you feel about being hasted?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I am going to like move up near Rev, and I'm gonna hand you a lemon warhead sour candy. Cast the haste spell on you.
Thanks.
You take the candy, Rev, and it immediately dissolves in your mouth, and your heart starts pumping, and the zombie in front of you starts like moving even slower as you just feel the world around you and the potential in your agility.
Right, that was my action, and I'm gonna kind of come over to the side here and shoot this zombie in front of Rev with my cannon as my bonus action.
Okay, go ahead.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
Takes 12 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from me.
Okay, so let me see something here. Okay. All right. So, you shoot the cannon, and Rev, you like hear like a, and you look over your shoulder last second and dodge out of the way as this cannonball just pummels the zombie, immediately pushing her back 5 feet as she stumbles through the coffin and over the sacks, and you see a huge, just gaping hole in her chest, Rev, as she hits the ground, unmoving, and then her limb twitches, and she starts to crawl and stand back up as she is still standing. Is that the end of your turn, Laszlo?
Oh, this is so cool! That's my turn.
All right, Kelpie, you're up. Avery, you're on deck.
Cool. I'm going to measure things. Yeah. I'm going to first take a step away from people, so there's like a perimeter.
Okay.
As my action, I'm going to cast Summon Elemental, and I'm going to summon a Fire Elemental.
Ooh! So here,
Well, it's a Elemental Spirit,
let me
not a full Elemental.
Give me just a second.
Shout out to Mister.
Mister.
Shout out to Mister.
In the third campaign of Critical Role, Ashley Johnson's character has like a little fire elemental spirit, and it's in the shape of a monkey, and its name is Mister.
Well, Mister.
Basically the greatest
Little
thing.
Mister.
Oh, look at him.
No, I didn't like him.
Oh.
That's invisible.
Laszlo? Laszlo's disappeared and become a chair.
They don't really have any good. You know what? We're gonna do the cartoon looking one. Oh, where are you summoning him to?
I would summon him. I mean, he's knocked back, but basically, so he could be flanked by someone. So like right behind her. If I can still see her, I know she was like shoved through things.
Oh, behind the summon the elemental behind the zombie.
Yeah.
Totally. You there they are. So you see Kelpie step forward, and she reaches her hand out, and flames from the candles on the walls nearby summon to her arms and encircle her arms in these like flaming bracers and wreaths. And she slams her hands together, and the flames shoot an arc over the zombie and behind them in this almost humanoid, but like this flame rises, and at times it looks humanoid, and at times it looks just like a single flame as it rises behind the zombie.
Cool, and it takes its turn directly after mine, I believe.
Okay.
Allied to you and your commander and combat creature shares your initiative count, but takes its turn immediately after yours. So I'll wait on its stuff.
Okay.
But there is a fire elemental spirit behind.
Nice.
And then I stepped away because then I would like to use my bonus action to wild shape into an actual fire elemental.
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
wait. There we go. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Kelpie, you are gonna go away for a minute. Because here's the new you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The new you.
Move.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So, oh, I just now realized that I was not. Here, let me show the stream.
Here you go, stream.
Here
Here
go.
go.
Here go.
You hungry, buddy?
Here go.
Who's a good stream? Who's a good stream?
That's what I
Stream is like,
Us.
no, it's us. We are the stream.
We are Legion.
There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Go ahead. So yeah, those flames that like she sent the flame elemental, she stays like writhing in flame, and the flames just engulf her until she like doubles in size, and Kelpie becomes a little flame elemental.
Yeah. And then I have moved 5 feet, so I'm gonna use, because I guess we know like the general direction that
Yes, you
Dimitri's
heard his voice
came
and-
from.
Yeah.
So I can, because I'm a elemental, I can move within like very tiny little cracks.
Okay.
So here I'm gonna show. So basically, I want to go from my spot 45 because I have a speed of 50 now, and
Okay.
just squeeze through all those crates, but avoid coffins.
Yep.
And just like whoop,
Yep.
go directly there.
You can totally do that. So I will put you there.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you appear behind the elemental in front of you. You just kind of like transform into a single flame that like slithers through the air, slithering through the sacks, goes right behind your elemental spirit and reforms as the humanoid elemental there.
Actually, can I take like a half a step back so I'm like diagonal to the zombie? Because if I end my turn there, they take fire damage being close to me.
Like right there?
Yeah. Basically just like a step back, because with the fire elemental, if I... it says the first time it enters a creature's space on a turn, that creature takes 5 or 1d10 fire damage and catches fire.
Oh, so do you want to start... But that's if you're in its space, right?
Yeah, so, well, and I would kind of pass right by it, so I mean, if it counts, then yeah, I would just stop where it is and catch it on fire.
Yeah, you can just stop on it.
Cool.
For sure.
And I'll do that.
And it's on its next turn, right? That happens, you said?
Well, I think it's on my turn, because it says the first time it, referring to me, enters a creature space on a turn, that creature takes fire
when you said
and
it, I
catches
was
fire.
Thinking, gotcha.
Right.
So, what's the damage?
It is... Where's the... There's the... it takes 9 fire damage and catches fire.
9 fire damage. Keeps rolling good on its Constitution saving throws. It immediately starts catching flame and is on fire, and this flaming zombie is moaning and just still standing.
And then if it remains on fire, it'll take 1d10 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Cool.
So then that's it for me.
Okay, cool. And then you're
and then it'll punch the guy that's on fire because it's immune to fire. So where is that stats? Spells. I need to just open this on a different page. Okay. So it's gonna basically punch it with its fiery hand twice.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and roll the first attack.
That is a 19.
Hits. Go ahead and roll damage with that first attack.
Oh, that would have been more than 19. I was using the wrong modifier. Okay. And then it's this. Oh, well. 9 bludgeoning. No, 9 fire damage.
9 fire damage.
For the first hit.
Like the zombie's head gets knocked, and its throat and neck, the tendons and flesh starts to rip off, but it's still standing there. So go ahead and roll that second attack.
Yep. That's a 17.
Hits.
And that is 14 fire damage.
And with a natural 1, the elemental spirit just punches the head of the fiery zombie one more time. The head falls and rolls like a smoldering heap, like right next to your feet, Rev, as the body collapses on the ground.
I give my elemental spirit a high five, and that's it.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna just go ahead and. All right.
Rev is just like, damn, these things can take a beating.
Yeah. I'll let you guys in on the mechanics after the fight. Some of you probably know. Okay, so Abra, you're up. Elburn, you're on deck.
I am going to. I'm not going to move a whole lot. I'm going to just like bop to right here.
Okay.
And cast a 4th level magic missile at Demetrius.
Okay. You shoot the magic missiles and throw them up in the air, and you see them fly through the air, and Demetrius just looks at you smiling as the sphere, the globe of invulnerability in front of him just hits and dissipates, doing no effects.
Neat. That was a 4th level spell. I'm so glad that I did that. Can I make a check, or even just ask you if I would know if I made a magic weapon, if I could create it inside the sphere, or if I would have to be it would have to be outside because of the sphere.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
That would be really funny. Like, haha, you can't get me. The fucking sword.
I would love it.
Oh God!
Damn it. 12.
12. With the 12, you know that what he's using is most likely the Globe of Invulnerability. And you know that the Globe of Invulnerability blocks magic spells of a certain level, but with the 12, that's all you know.
Cool. Well, I am going to instead cast a magic weapon at where's our closest zombie friend? Do we have one? No, we got him.
Currently don't see any zombies around.
Okay. Then I'm going to move myself to just like right here.
Okay.
And I guess just wait.
Alrighty, that'll be the end of your turn. Elburn, you are next, but right now it is Gregov's turn. Atticus, you're in the hole. So,
yeah, he is.
come on, it's a
Sorry.
baseball term.
Yeah, it is.
Hate
Home
myself.
run.
Hate myself. All right. So Gregov is going to. He's going to run up to the elemental here, or near the elemental, and you just see him running with pure hatred in his fucking heart as he starts running, and his fingernails are sharpened and lengthened, and the claws and his teeth are shining and glistening as he growls as he runs forward. And that was his movement and action to dash. Demetrius is going to take a legendary action, and he's going to step to the side here, and he's going to look at you, Rev. He's going to give you a little wink, and he, you feel as he does, this like sense of dread fill you. And you have disadvantage on your next saving throw, and then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Realized that Demetrius was the species of bitch.
Wisdom save, you say?
Yes, sir.
Luckying a 9 into something hopefully better. It's a 16 total.
That is not going to cut it, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
As this is a... Well, that just doesn't beat his spell class. This is a 7th level spell that he is casting on you.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Nice.
You feel this, like, longing towards your father. And you look at him, and you, like, start to kind of, like, mirror his movements. And then you shake your head, and you feel like you have full capacity of yourself. You don't really notice any effects.
Oh! Okay.
Atticus. No, Elburn, and then Atticus.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to move. Let me double check to make sure I done the math right. I don't want to get right next to this coffin.
Okay.
Over Shmia, but I'm going to move because I assume I would observe that the second the Rev got super close, that shit happened, right?
Within 5 feet, it seemed.
Okay, so if I stood, like, there, could I feasibly take out my butt water, uncork it, throw a few drops on, like a stream or two of it on the coffin in front of me, and potentially light it on fire?
Do you think that a few lines of vodka lit on fire could light a coffin on fire?
If it's wooden, yeah, I think it could. At least start a fire.
I think if you threw the entire bottle at it, maybe. Not just a few streams of liquid.
Swear to God, if you throw
That's
that bottle of
dirty.
water
That's
I just
dirty.
gave you at a zombie.
We have so much butt water now. Throw the
It's
It's
fucking
never
butt
enough.
water.
You're making me choose between my love.
I will say, you also don't know if there's
Do
a
it
zombie
around,
in that
Joe.
coffin. Just saying.
Oh, I know. I'm not taking fucking any chances.
I get it.
Actually,
But yeah, no, I would say, I mean, if you want to create a makeshift Molotov, I will totally allow that. But just throwing a couple little drops on it, that's not gonna work.
I'm gonna take my pistol, which the enchanted one, not the other one, which I don't think I even have anymore.
No, we remember. He got it back for you.
Got it. It's just unenchanted, right?
Yes.
Great. I'm gonna take the enchanted one.
But he does still have one enchanted, right, Leslo?
Yeah, should have one repeating shot.
Yeah, yeah.
revolver.
Yeah, which should. It's also got the bullets that are stake bullets.
Yes, I remember that. Mhm.
I'm gonna shoot at they're medium rare. I'm gonna shoot at the coffin.
Yeah,
like
I won't.
center mass.
I won't even make you roll an attack roll. You shoot at the coffin, it goes right through. Make a perception check for me. See how good your eyesight is.
Too shabby. 13.
13. The hole goes all the way through. Nothing's blocking it inside.
Great. I move a little bit further on my movement.
Okay.
Since I think I only just went 20 feet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right to there, right by Kelfie,
Okay.
and take another shot.
And the one right, or by Avery, you mean?
Yes, by Abra. I don't know why I was going.
Yeah, no, you're good. And take a shot at the one right next to her.
Yes, but I'm gonna be again far enough that I'm not gonna trigger anything and just take a shot.
Okay.
Right.
So
Here.
for your second attack, you roll another shot, roll another perception check.
God, that's worse. 12.
12. With the 12, you look through. Doesn't seem to be anything blocking it. Seems to be empty inside.
Great, and I believe that's the rest of my movement. So I'm just going to. That was 2 shots down. I gotta remember that. Oh wait, I have ammo. We're fine. And then I'm just gonna prepare for my next turn.
Cool. All right. Atticus, you are up. Ray, you're on deck.
I will. It's a little bit of my plan too. I'll move up to that one.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
No, that is the one that Elburn shot through, and it is empty.
I am going to take out the Voltage sword
Okay.
and do a lightning bolt that's going to hit these 3 coffins. So I'm going to shoot it down the middle. to hit those 3
Perfect.
coffins.
Okay, so that is a dexterity saving throw, correct?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. If there are any zombies, they fail the dexterity saving throw. Go ahead and roll damage.
46.
They're in a coffin.
Pretty good. 22, 6,
good
6, 12, 17, 20.
20. With 20 points of damage, you obliterate. You take out the voltage sword, swing it around, speak the arcane trigger word, and then you point the sword forward. Lightning shoots out, completely obliterates the coffin in front of you, obliterates this coffin as well. Here, I'll actually this one, this one, this one, this one, all gone, all empty. This one over here, you completely destroy it. The coffin's completely empty. However, there is a zombie inside. and you see it completely get electrified and kind of slump over, and then kind of come back up and start pushing its way out of the like remnants of the coffin.
Sure. And then I will use. I think I have 5 more feet of movement. I'll just move one spot over to the right.
Alrighty.
And actually, I'm gonna bonus action cast Divine Favor.
Cast Divine Favor.
Yep.
Yep. Wonderful. Okay, so that is the end of Atticus's turn. Ray, you are up.
Okie doke.
Okay. Yeah, Ray.
Okay, so I.
Rev, you're
going
gonna be the next PC, but some stuff's gonna happen.
Oh. I don't want to go anymore then. So I'm gonna take my 40 feet of movement plus my bonus action to dash to here.
Yep, easily enough. Go ahead and just make a, because you do have to get over those crates.
Yeah,
there,
I was
so make
gonna say I want to leap and leap like a hurdles champion.
Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Okay, watch me fall, like I did in 2nd grade. I'm still not over it.
That seems like something you would talk about in therapy.
Okay. You said athletics.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. 11.
Oh yeah, easily enough.
Oh, okay.
You're an adventurer. You can hop over some crates.
I do like the little like wolf.
Yeah, the parkour, like
yeah. It's
Parkour.
a little clumsy, but we'll get it. Parkour. And then I want to, as I make the leap over that last set of crates, pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
Or not my crossbow, my longbow. What the hell? And shoot an arrow at Demetrius.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll.
That is a 17 on the first one.
17 hits.
Cool. I'm just gonna roll my second one. That is a 20, not natural.
Both hit.
Cool. I'm gonna roll damage. And nobody's activated any fancy things that I need to account for, right?
Not that I can think
Okay.
of, though.
17 points of piercing damage.
17 total?
Yeah.
Oh,
Demetrius... wait, no. Sorry. 21. Sorry.
You're good. I'm sorry.
Math is fun.
Yeah. So you see Demetrius
21.
kind of like focusing towards Rev, and he's not paying attention. You take your arrows, you release one, you see it penetrate the field of energy that is surrounding Demetrius. And before it even impacts, you've already knocked the second arrow, loosed it as well. They both embed right into, like, through the robes of Demetrius and into his side. He looks over. He needs to make Constitution saving throw with advantage. He succeeds. He looks over at you. You just bit off more than you can chew. Is that gonna be the end of your turn?
Can I know I did my action, bonus action, and movement, but I just want to, as he says, I'll just go.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, flip-offs
My
are always a
reaction.
free action. Yeah. What was your bonus action?
It was dash.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And you can do that as a ranger?
I thought anybody could do it.
No, bonus action dash is a rogue thing.
Oh, so would my movement just be dash?
It would be
dash?
movement, and then your action would have been dash.
Oh, then I fucked up.
No, it's okay. You know what? It happened. What we're gonna say is we're gonna take away one of those arrows. You got off one arrow on him. How about that? That's what the exchange will be.
Okay.
It's better than it not happening at all.
This is what the disadvantage of having been a rogue for my very first campaign gets
I get it.
me.
I was gonna say, yeah.
What was the lower of the two attacks?
Can
you remember?
It was the second one, so that was a 9. So just subtract 9.
So add 9.
Oh, add 9. Oh, add 9 to him, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you still got off an arrow. Everything still happened. Still
Okay.
realized the important piece of information that the sphere of energy around him seems to block spells, but not physical attacks.
Cool.
All right, so that is the end of Ray's turn. At the end of Ray's turn, you hear as the other coffins that have occupants in this room begin to burst open. As one right next to Ray.
Sorry to burst your coffin.
One over here. One right there. And one all the way over here to the right of Abra. As they all burst forth. And they are... This one is going to hobble towards Ray. This one who's been lightninged is smoldering as he stumbles towards Ray. This one right here is gonna walk up to the big fire elemental. This one, 15, 20, walks over here. This one, 5, 15, 20.
Got this, Abra.
Is going to walk over here. Only one of them gets an attack on Avra because the other one used its action to dash. Let's do the one on Avra first. As it takes its just fist and just swings it at you. He gets a 5, which misses. As he just swings and you're just able to like kind of stumble back as he swings, barely missing you. Let's do the one attacking the elemental. They get a 16. Does that hit the elemental?
I'm putting it up. It does hit, but they will also take fire damage.
Yes, they will, but they're stupid zombies and don't know. So they do a total of 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And how much damage do they take?
1 fire damage.
1 point of fire damage.
But I think... And then a creature has fire damage. Okay, no, it just says, I think, that it doesn't say anything about catching fire for that one. I think it's justified, like, in their space.
Or in, in their space, okay.
Yeah, if I attack or I end my turn in their literal space, they catch fire, but just that, they just...
And then the 2 attacking Ray. One gets a 5, and one gets a 15.
The second one hits.
The one that's like smoldering and lightning kind of surprises you from behind as you dodge the first one, and you take 6 bludgeoning damage as it just slams down on your shoulder.
Ow.
And that'll be the end of their turn. It is now top of the turn order again. Demetrius's turn. Demetrius is going to step to the side slightly. Still within his sphere. He's going to look over at you, Ray.
Give error.
Everybody's
measuring to me. So come help.
Didn't expect you to run up on him like that.
Well, you know, I'm a surprising gal.
Boo! Ah.
Huh. Sorry, I scared myself.
That's fine.
It's my favorite thing to do to people if they like come up and they like put their hand on my shoulder or like tap me and I go, ow. So I feel that for zombie right now.
Damn, this is the Wendy's.
This is a Wendy's. No, like a Wendy's restaurant.
Yes. A fine eating establishment.
Yum.
That for sure sounded like a dog sniffing for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, who's doing that?
Okay. He's going to point a finger at you and
Me?
say, yes, and say,
Cool.
I told you this was the wrong idea. and he points his finger at you, and this black beam of energy shoots out towards you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna use my honey dice, because...
Finger to death.
Wouldn't be the first. I'm sorry. 7.
Total of 7?
Yeah.
That fails. You take
Bye, guys.
You take 39 points of necrotic damage as the blight spell slams into your chest, and just your veins where it hits start becoming like black varicose as the blight spreads throughout your body, and you feel a pang of pain in your abdomen.
Necrotic isn't an element, is it?
Necrotic is not an element. No.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
So, I mean, you're not unconscious after that, are you?
No.
Yeah.
No. But, well on my way.
That'll be the end of Demetrius's turn. Rev, you are up. Laszlo, you're on deck.
Okay, yeah, checking in, like, after a spell that I was like, that did something, I don't know what.
Yeah.
My dad, it seems to be targeting Kelpie.
You.
Me.
Yeah.
In that case... I will go to meet him.
Okay.
Unsure of what the end goal of that spell was, but pulling out my rapier, swinging at my dad, trying to intercede him and keep him from hurting anybody else.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna lucky that first attack, which is an 11 to give me a 17 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 points of regular slashing damage.
Okay.
And 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hasted, so I'll have another action, but
make a perception check real quick.
It's I'm gonna lucky that one. I'm gonna use my last lucky to change a nat 1 into a 3 at least to get a 12 total perception.
Okay, well that's good. Glad that you did. That was a total of 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
You slice at him, and you go in your hasted action to slice towards him again, but you are able to perceive in the moment the amount of pain that you feel as you take 6 points of slashing damage and whatever points of radiant damage as the tether essence spell causes you to take the same amount of damage that your father does. As Demetrius is one fucked up individual.
Yeah. Oh, the same amount of damage.
The same. The exact same.
No one attack Rev's dad.
Okay, sure.
Oh wait, what is that? Who's?
No, yeah, that is who it is. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You have more hit points than your dad. You can outlast him.
Wait, let's solve this. Let's shoot
Well,
Rev.
that is the question. Do I have more hit points than he does?
The even better question: does that matter?
Does that matter?
I love D&D.
Yeah, if he dies, do you still die?
I
still
love
think we should have
D&D.
just set the stables on fire.
I don't know anything about this spell. I've never seen.
Don't look it up.
I hit him with the one of the effects of the spell is that he cannot regain
Yes.
HP until the start of my next turn.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'll carry over to me or not.
Yep, we'll see.
We'll see. Do I feel slowed by 10 feet at all?
What'd you say?
Do I feel slowed by 10 feet at all?
Good question.
I feel like I would move slower through 10 feet.
You don't feel slowed. Is that the end of your turn, bud?
No, I've got another action.
Okay.
Is the haste. He's like, oh, ow, fuck. And he's gonna bonus action disengage, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, like, oop, gotta rethink this and move back behind cover.
Okay.
And cast some Eldritch Blasts at that zombie fighting Kelpie.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for that.
Mm-hmm.
At your level, is that 2 or is it 3 now?
It's 2 still.
Okay, because you're 5, yeah.
Yep.
Roll for damage. Or attack, sorry. Not damage just yet.
That's a 19 to hit.
Hits. Go ahead and roll for a second attack, too.
And a natural 20.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll those 3d10.
That's 12 total.
12 total, nice. Yeah, you one of the shoulders just completely disconnects and the arm falls off. The other one hits it right in the abdomen, causing a burning hole in the abdomen, but the zombie is still standing.
And to be clear, because it was 11 points of damage to my dad, that was reduced to 6 points total. Is that just for calculating my own health?
No, he took the full 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you said 6.
Oh, sorry. No, because I was trying to say, I was trying to just give the same, like, radiant and piercing that you did. I just couldn't remember the numbers.
Oh,
That's what I was saying. Yeah. All right.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. So that'll be the end of Rev's turn. Laszlo, you're up. Kelpie, you're on deck.
Oakley dokley. I am going to move over there. And then with my action, I'm going to pull out a homemade bomb. It's got a bunch of like exposed pipes and random cables attached to it.
Okay.
And cast the spell Shatter, like right here.
Okay. What's the?
And then it's 10-foot radius.
Okay.
sphere.
You can do that too. You're just trying to get both zombies, but not them.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay.
What's the saving throw on that?
This will be a DC 17 Constitution save.
Okay. That's a natural 1 and a 17. So,
Okay, so
the one to the right of Avra succeeds, but the one in front of Avra fails.
all right, it's 20 thunder damage.
Okay. So the one right in front of you. Does the other guy get half?
Half, yeah.
So the one right in front of you, Avra, his head starts like the bomb explodes, and it's more so. There's not a lot of like fire or anything. It just makes this incredibly loud popping sound that creates this loud boom. The zombie in front of you, his head literally starts to vibrate, and some of the flesh starts to fall off of his skull as he like starts to shake from within. And he looks pretty rough. And the one to the right of you definitely took some damage as well.
Nice. And then, do I have line of sight on Demetrius? I know there's a bunch of like boxes in the way.
No, yeah, these stacks are 6 feet tall.
Yeah. Okay. The stacks are as well.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action with my cannon. And shoot the one that took the full damage from the shatter.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll an attack.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. You don't even with a critical hit. They don't get to make a saving throw. The two, Avra and Elburn, as you guys are like looking at this zombie, swift motion of a cannonball flying by your faces completely disintegrates the skull of the zombie in front of you. Both of you are just covered in like fleshy ichor. And that zombie is dead.
Woohoo! That's my turn.
That's the end of Laszlo's turn. Kelpie, you are up. Abra, you're on deck after the elemental spirit.
Cool. I'm going to move because I can become like the tiny little 1-inch thing to move through spaces.
Yes.
I like to kind of shrink into that little fiery ball
Yeah.
and just do my movement and bonus action straight to Demetrius's self.
Okay.
And then once I'm like in his face and in his occupied space, I'd like to become full size again, but a giant flipping off hand after seeing Ray do that.
Is that 45 feet? That's 65.
It's like 60. I have a movement of 50, so I would use my action and bonus action to get there, and then just let him hopefully catch fire.
I need to read something real quick. Because you're wild
That's the
shaped,
turn.
so I think
It was
this
worth
is
it.
totally fine. Yeah. Yeah, if you were polymorphed, this would be different, but you are not polymorphed.
Sweet.
You are a wild shape. So yeah, you screech through the air, bonus action, action to dash, and you appear right next to fucking Demetrius. What is the roll or the damage there?
He takes 3 fire damage and catches fire.
You immediately kind of just surround him in flame, and he just starts like, "Ugh! Oh, you pesky people!" He is immediately going to use a legendary action, as he has it back now, to...
I would also, I mean, in Ignan, so he probably doesn't understand me, but me being Kelpie, I would pop up next to him and also say, "I'm not so innocent," but no one can understand me.
Brilliant. Wonderful. He is going to... He's going to look at you, Kelpie. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. No, sorry. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay,
Literally.
I believe
Hold,
you.
please.
I believe you.
Hi, folks. We're in a hold. We are in a hold.
Thank you. We will be resetting back to...
Thank you, hold charmed persons.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
And that's still with my stats, not the...
Yes, that is your mental
Right, because
stats.
mental stays, but like physical doesn't. Cool.
Correct.
Oh, what am I? Okay. 16?
16 is not gonna do it.
Dumb.
As Demetrius looks at you and his eyes kind of shine, and he says, "I'm pretty sick of you attacking me, okay? So I want you to kill the blue-haired girl." And you are now under the effects of the Gaius spell.
Great.
Which is not a concentration. And you have every urge within you to kill Abra.
Sweet.
It is now the elemental spirit's turn, who is controlled by Kelpie.
Yep. So it's gonna, instead of going to help Ray, like I wanted
that spell
it to.
takes a minute to cast.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Was just
you.
gonna
Thank you.
say,
Thank you. Thank you.
Like,
Thank you. Thank you.
I read the wrong spell. They're very similar. It is still a wisdom saving throw. You're under the effects of dominate person, which is concentration, which means his globe fails. His globe goes away. And he looks at you, and he still tells you to attack the blue creature.
Right.
Shields are down.
But it's not as
Captain.
powerful as the Gaius spell. So.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Nothing is powerful. as
Well,
Gaius.
the spirit has a 40 feet of movement, which gets just to the other side of Avra. I can't move it, but it does.
oh,
get
sorry.
there.
Yep. Right.
And then-
right there.
Beep.
Well, I was gonna flank.
Oh, yep, that's a good idea.
Try
Gets
to-
And
advantage
then
on the attack.
two slams. Okay, I gotta pull up the thing again. So 17 to hit on the first one.
I'm assuming that hits, Abra.
Yeah, that hits me.
And then the second one. Oh, I rolled 217, so that's like 20 something to hit on the second one. First damage. I want to use a different die. I hope it'll roll slower. It didn't. Okay.
Cool.
First damage is 18 fire damage.
Cool.
Okay. Well, that's nice at least. Next one is 9 fire damage.
Yeah.
As a reaction, I'd like to use Brace, which when a creature moves into the reach, it moves into reach, and I'm wielding a weapon. You could use your reaction to expend 1 superiority die and make 1 attack against the creature using that weapon. If the attack hits, add superiority die to the weapon's damage roll.
Okay, cool. So
Nice.
it'll be a disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
Wait, where is it?
That's right next to you.
Oh, I'm whipping around with my fist. Is that still considered a melee weapon for me?
The action brace doesn't say specifically if it has a weapon in your hands.
It says melee weapon, but we talked way early on about the fact that I mainly use fists as a
That's
melee
true.
weapon.
That's true. That makes sense. Go ahead.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna basically whip around and just go, hey, and
Yeah,
try
yeah.
and knock it.
Totally.
So let me get my superiority die. Bless that it's a D10.
Oh, wait. This one.
I'm for sure. There's no way I just hit. 9.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just gonna whiff it.
All right. So you see your friend get hurt, instinctively try to hit the thing, but it's a flame and it just kind of disapparates and then reappears where you just swung at.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, they're sneaky little things. That's the end of the spirit's turn, right, Kofi?
Yeah, that was its full movement, and it gets 2 attack. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Abra.
Okay.
Elvern, you're on deck after Gregov.
Well, I'm complete shit at melee range. So I'm gonna use a spell that I always have prepared and never use, and I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay. Yeah.
Never used it, always prepared. To right here,
Okay.
which is 30 feet. And then I want to cast Mind Spike on Demetrius,
What is
which
that?
is 60 feet.
Like, what is that a saving throw? I'm assuming.
It's let me see, a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. He rolled a 19.
Okay. He's still gonna take half damage.
Okay.
My thought was that it might break his concentration, but I'm not even gonna ask that since.
Well, it depends on how much damage you do and what his constitution saving
6
throw is.
points is halved.
Constitution saving throw. Yeah, he succeeds.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
He looks over at you, kind of blinks for a moment, and then looks over at Kelpie, kind of points at you. Oh, as a matter of fact, I should have done this at the top of the turn order. The little white dot in the wall that was created before you guys got here, or as you guys got here, gets a little bit bigger. As you can see it back there in the back. Just start to get a little bigger. That'll be the end of Avra's turn. It is now Gregov's turn. You guys did see the change in the map, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, so it is now Gregov's turn. He is going to... Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20. Run up on Rev here. as he doesn't care about the damage.
Forgot to do it earlier, but I just rolled a Constitution saving throw and I succeeded.
Oh, for Spirit Shroud?
Yep.
Cool. Thanks for keeping me honest. Or keeping yourself honest, I should say. He is going to reach out to try to claw at you. He gets a 8, which misses. He's then going to just try again. And gets a 25.
Yep.
He is then going to deal... he deals 9 points of slashing damage to you. Right across, like, your neck as he scratches across, and then you immediately see the same scratch marks appear across his neck as well.
I hate this and I love it so much, by the way.
What?
I hate it and I love it so much.
Good.
Abstraction.
So that is the end of Gregoff's turn. Elburn, you're up, buddy.
So-
Atticus, you're on deck.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, the fuck, Ava, god damn it, what? Shit.
Literally just leave him with a zombie and a spirit elemental.
Truly, before my turn meant to turn to Elburn and say, "You got these guys right." Before I Misty stepped, if you'll let me retcon and say that I did that.
Sure, yeah.
I definitely like. Can I take my flask of holy water and pour it on the spirit? Will that do anything?
You don't know.
I'm gonna try.
Sure.
Because I'm not gonna try and punch this fucker again. Because I realized even when I swung to punch it, that probably wasn't smart.
Yeah.
So I take that out and pour.
What is the size of the elemental spirit? What size does it list?
Medium.
Yeah, the elemental spirit is such a large amount of fire that you pour the flask and it just kind of causes the elemental spirit to become a little smoky up top.
Damn it.
The elemental spirit is not like an undead or fiend or anything like that, you know?
No, I know. I
It's
literally
just a
was
flame.
trying to put it out with water.
Yeah, I mean, it's the size of a human creature, and it's a flask of holy water. It's just not enough. Not enough water.
It was a really big flask.
Nope, it wasn't.
I've been lugging around this giant flask.
Yeah, like the one that Sam has for his kidmates. That would have put it out. I would have let you put it out if it was that.
That's fair. That's fair. Damn it, I didn't have it. I'm going to shoot at the zombie. Basically, pour that on there and go, well, fuck.
Just like
shoot this.
yeah.
And then take a shot at the zombie. Can I specifically aim for its head, or will that just be in the roll?
You can, and it'll just be a higher AC. But they have. But I'll let you know they have an AC of 8, so it's
great. I'm gonna aim for its fucking head.
Do it.
And that's 24.
24 hits.
Yeah, and then that is one. That's not a D8. No, that is a D8. I'm drunk. That's 9 points of 9 points of whatever unenchanted are.
Yeah, you shoot at it and it completely dislocates its bottom jaw. It just completely disappears, but it's still standing and coming towards you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my. Are you gonna use? Can I use my extra attack, not counting the?
Yeah, to shoot him again.
Holy water.
Yeah. The holy water, it didn't work, so I'm not gonna make it cost you anything.
Great. I'm gonna take one more shot at the zombie, getting a 13.
13 hits.
Yeah, and then 5 points of damage.
Well, it failed its death saving throw, or its undead saving throw thingy. So you shoot it again, and correcting your aim just slightly, this time right between the eyes, creating a hole in the head. It falls down to the ground dead.
Great, and I'm going to immediately, knowing what happens if I do this regardless, get the fuck out of Dodge.
Okay.
And going toward, let me double check, going towards this zone bay and start stopping right there.
Alright, go ahead, Kelpie.
Well, I don't think... because the spirit would just want to hurt Avra. I have not been commanded to hurt anyone else.
Yep.
So I don't think I would do anything.
Yep.
Oh, thank God.
I agree.
I was like, I'm about to run like a flaming hellburn.
I completely agree. It was only Abra that you pointed out. All
yeah,
right.
that's all I do.
Perfect. Atticus, you are up. And then I think Ray, you're on deck.
Are these coffins like destroyed? Can I walk through them?
The ones with like the I'm just gonna the coffins are gone.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 15, 20 feet next to that zombie.
Okay.
And then I will attack once. Voltage, that's like a 27 to hit.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
54 for the channel enemy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So that's 13 points of slashing damage, 3 points of lightning damage, and 2 points of radiant damage.
One swipe, just the head, just in a flash of lightning, just falls off. Zombie dead.
Alright. It's 20 feet of movement. I will just move 2 more spaces right there. Can I just save my second attack if anything comes in my range?
Sure.
Just because I only use one attack?
Yeah.
And that will be my turn.
Alrighty, Ray, you're up.
Okay. So I got these little guys. And I'm really relieved that my friends are here.
Your friend showed up.
My friends, they do love me. So I'm going to switch out my longbow for my new fancy quarterstaff, and I'm gonna take a bonk at each of them.
Alrighty.
So the first.
Which one's this one? Just
Oh
so I know.
shit! Sorry. So going back a little bit, as I take the quarterstaff back, or the quarterstaff out, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh.
Yeah. Bonus action.
As I do, get bonus
take out the
action.
quarterstaff, spin it ahead of you as you cast the natural magic. You just see it kind of start to leave trails of like green arcane energy as you then slam it down on the ground, ready to attack.
And then I'm gonna bonk.
Bonk bonk.
So first bonk, oh gosh, is 26 to hit.
Hits.
Smack him. Second bonk on the other guy is not so good.
Which
That's
one's
14.
which? Just so I know.
Oh,
Left
let's
and right?
do, yeah.
Okay.
Left is the first one. This is the second one. But that is a 14 to hit for
Both
the second
hit.
one. Oh, they do?
Yeah, they low AC.
Okay, so for the first guy, he takes, or she, sorry, or they,
Or
sorry.
they,
They take 6 points of bonking damage.
Okay. Still standing. This one has not taken any damage yet, so you just kind of like dent in the side of the head, and then just.
I imagine like a little chunk of his cheek just caves in.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
"Eh."
exactly. Yeah.
And then the right side guy gets 7 points of bonking damage.
They were doing so good on their Constitution saving throws beforehand, but you use the momentum of the bounce back from the first one to just swing the quarterstaff back around, and it just completely caves in the head on the one behind you, and it falls to the ground dead.
Cool. As my movement, I know that they'll get an attack of opportunity, but I want to go ahead and try to just go backwards a little bit to get some range on them.
Yeah, they are going to attack you.
That's cool.
They get
I knew
a
it.
15. I don't think that hits you, does it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm a speedy bitch, but
they,
I'm
only,
not.
they only get 4 points of bludgeoning damage. as
That's
you walk
cool.
away.
That's a lot. Ow.
As you walk away, it just kind of slams down on you. On top of the turn order, it is now Demetrius's turn, but all of you see the portal get even bigger. It is now Demetrius's turn as he's
on fire, so he takes fire damage.
He does. he's going to walk I just had to move both of you so that he could walk away.
No, yeah.
What is the damage?
He takes 8 fire damage.
He takes 8 fire damage, but you see as he did not take... you see some of his wounds start to heal, despite the fire damage, and he is going to...
Can he make a Constitution saving throw to see if he's still dominating me?
Yes, he can. He is a warcaster, though, and gets a 23.
Okay, well.
He is then going to look at you, Ray. Actually...
I mean, he can honestly bring it on. I'm totally fine. Everything's good.
Here we go. This is the one. Yeah, so this is going to be everybody that is right... Actually, just everyone in this room, I think. Yeah. This spell is a 60-foot radius sphere. So this entire room is going to be affected by this spell. As Demetrius... kind of raises his hand into the air, and you see shadows from the room start to pour into his hand as he slams his hand down onto the ground. And I need everyone in this room to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Can you give the DC of success? Because if I fail it, I'm using a feat.
Depends. Does that feat allow you to know whether or not it's successful?
You can re-roll a saving throw that you fail. You must use the new roll. So I have to know if it failed.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you if it fails or not.
Nope. 17. Does that fail?
Yep.
17.
23.
17.
All right, I'm going to use my Indomitable. And did worse.
Anything below a 20 fails.
Great.
Okay, bye.
As Circle of Death is cast in this room.
Jeez.
Cool.
Great drinking game.
And he is a necromantic wizard, so he is immune to this damage.
That's cheating.
Gregov is resistant to it.
I'm guessing it's a spell.
Right? It is a spell, yes.
Sweet.
I
mean, I'm good. I don't know about you guys, but
You haven't even heard the damage yet.
I'm fine.
I might not.
I get half of that. I get halved and then half to go.
Would you say a quarter then?
Everyone
No,
who
half of that
failed, everyone who failed takes 35 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, bye you all.
Are you dead?
No, but I am very gone.
So it'd have to be 17 or 18. I always forget if
She's
it's
unconscious.
It's lower, so 17.
I'm unconscious.
Wait, if that knocks you unconscious, you're not dead, are you?
No, not the
No.
spell.
Eight.
Not the spell.
30,
God.
30, how many? Sorry.
35.
30, how many?
I maintain concentration on the haste spell.
I
Nice.
rolled a nat 20, so I also maintain concentration on my spell.
Nice.
Maintain
Nice.
divine favor.
And so every time I take damage, I roll again for dominate person, right?
Yes, you do.
So I got
Come
a
on.
wisdom saving throw. So I got a 25.
That succeeds.
Whew!
I'm unconscious anyway though, so that just
Oh,
means you're
shit.
not
But I
gonna
could have
outright
like
kill me.
killed you.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That
then,
changes things.
and then my elemental still stays as well.
Cool.
Oh god, I was so worried I was about to kill Avra, and then I don't know what I would have done.
Okay, so Ray is unconscious, Avra's unconscious. Atticus, Elburn, Rev, and Laszlo are also standing.
Yep.
Gregoff is also still standing. Okay. He is going to immediately use his legendary action.
What a bitch.
He is then going to look at you, Kelfie. And he is going to say, you are gonna fucking cause me a lot of problems. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go back to this. Go back to. I'm not as good as this one. Come on, money. Oh, it's a 13.
He looks at you and he says, I need you to get the fuck out of here. And you see Kelfie blink out of existence. Kelfie, as you have been banished from this plane.
What?
Makes sense. Makes sense. He did it to me last time. I should have known.
I'm going to go ahead and move you away. And I also think that just... I think that just dispels your elemental.
Yeah, I was going to say, does the elementals come with me, or just like, nah?
I think he just disappears.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, and that'll be his legendary action. Are you guys down to do one more round? See what happens after one more round? And then we can take a break if we're not done?
Fuck yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so Rev, you're up, my man. Laszlo, you're on deck.
Yeah. Dad took damage from that circle of death,
Yes, he did.
but he's resistant.
But he's resistant, so he took less than you did, yeah.
He would have taken
17.
right. Well, he would have taken half, but then he would have taken half of what passed through me also.
The specific spell, if you're targeted by the same thing, you just take
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That it doesn't just keep compounding.
Yeah, I think that they had to specifically say that. So
well,
that...
well, I guess yeah, 'cause we were both caught in like a fireball. then it would
Exactly,
just-
yeah. It would just keep going. And then they take damage from this, and then that, and then that, and then that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Uh-huh.
All right. I keep fucking forgetting that I have uncanny dodge also.
Yeah, you're not just warlock. Yeah.
Boy. So in my head, I'm just gonna keep avoiding my dad
Okay, yeah.
for now. And bonus react, disengage.
Yep.
Moving up to next to
Have you
Atticus.
communicated in the brain trust stuff about your father?
No, because
Okay.
I don't know if
Yep.
it's. I think it's me damaging my dad.
Yeah.
And him damaging me.
Yeah.
Not that it's anybody.
Okay.
I was focused on Ray. Now she's fucking dead, so.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast Demetrius.
Do it.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I just imagine Rev standing really far away going, da, 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 like fire bending. Like,
26,
Hits.
a natural 20,
Oh.
a 19.
All hit.
And a 17.
The 17 he shields.
Okay. So that's
So it's still 3 hits though, and one of them crit. So it's basically 4 hits. This is going to be quite the Constitution saving throw. Depending.
That is math. That's a 25 total.
25. You kind of peer around the broken coffin and shoot out your hand, the Eldritch Blast shooting forth, slamming into Demetrius as he looks over at you. The second one slams in, and the third slams. He looks over at you. He needs to roll a Constitution saving throw. With 2 natural ones.
Yes.
Kelpie returns in her elemental form, and the tether between you and your father drops.
Hell yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how
Thank
punished are we going to be
God.
for that happening?
In the brain trust to Atticus, he's like, he just puts one hand on him, like, I don't know if you got anything for me, but if you could help me out.
I mean, I got 2 people down, and I'm the only healer since Pharaoh
Yeah,
died.
Laszlo, you are up. Kelpie, you're on deck.
Okay. So my winged boots. I have a lot of stuff that I could do, but I don't know if I can do any of it legally. Okay. So, my winged boots doesn't say that I need an action or a bonus action to activate. I just have 4 hours that I can use once or in several shorter flights. So I think I can fly.
Sure, yeah.
Sweet.
I'll say it's a free action to click those boys on.
And then also, I'm going to try to fly up and carry my cannon with me.
It's an inflatable cannon, right?
Yeah, technically it's small size.
Yeah, you can do it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna float up and move in the air with my holding my cannon.
You're holding your cannon while you're floating in the air.
Yep.
You literally just are Iron Man now.
Yeah, hell yes, perfect. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to shoot the cannon at Demetrius.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. 17 to hit.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at the.
I think he just used shield.
Yeah. So I think it stays until your next turn. So yeah, that misses.
All right, and then as my action, I'm going to. I see Kelpie's back and it's just a big ball of flame. So I assume this is going to be okay, and I take out a bundled sticks of dynamite. And just fire in the hole, and I cast the fireball spell like right on him.
Okay, yeah. What is that? Dexterity saving throw?
DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
Fails. Horribly fails.
He takes 29 points of fire damage.
All right. For the first time, you see Demetrius really take a hit. As you do need to make that same saving throw. Actually, I think elementals are immune. I don't think they're resistant. I think they're immune to fire damage, aren't they?
Correct.
Yep. So you're good.
Nice.
So yeah. The you just see like these like long red dynamite sticks just like roll and land next to Demetrius, and he looks down and looks at you, and looks over at Laszlo and says, "What the f?" And they just explode right in front of him, and he like lands on the ground and then quickly gets back up. As that did a good amount of damage. Is that the end of your turn?
Artificer's a fun class. All right, that's my turn.
As he's just like puttering, like, you know, it's like because it's still like it's not the perfect flight as I've described. All right, Kelpie, you are up. Amber, you're on deck.
Cool. I'm going to hold on, make sure I have enough movement to do this. Yeah. So I think if I'm reading this correctly, I can like occupy a creature's space but then still move after that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my full 50 feet to just like slide up to Demetrius one more time, and even though he's still on fire, just give him another like, "Fuck you," and then run away.
I'm just gonna confirm it on my end as well.
Yeah.
I just want to look at it.
That's what. Yeah, it just.
Because the occupy makes me think maybe standing still, but I just need to.
Yeah. Well, it just says it. Yeah, go ahead and read it for yourself. I won't read it to you if you're looking it up.
See the fire elemental that I am reading, because it's a fire elemental that you are, right?
Yes.
It says, in addition, the elemental can enter a hostile creature's space and stop there.
Oh, yep. I just kept not reading the and stop there. I literally just went to the next line.
No worries, that's totally good. I get it.
Okay, so never mind. I'm just going to then move. Where's roll 20? There it is. Move. I think it's like right here.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I will drop my wild shape.
Okay.
And then I will cast 5th level mass cure wounds, which basically hits everyone, I think, except Laszlo.
What's the total?
Well, no, now that Laszlo moved, yeah.
What's the radius?
It hits him too. 30 feet.
A radius of 30 feet, yeah, so that should be... Yep. It's everybody.
Cool. And everybody then heals for...
The zombie too, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it affects undead.
No, but you want to heal. You do want to heal him, right?
Well, I can't if I'm healing.
You're choosing to heal the zombie, right?
But I can't.
No.
You're not healing one of your friends, and you're healing the zombie.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, cool. Yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
And then whatever the max that you can roll, I get that because I'm a special. I got special stuff.
Yeah. So what is the? Yeah. What is it? Mass cure wounds is 3d6. No, 3d8.
3d8. Yeah.
3d8. So you get 24.
Wait.
Plus anything?
True. Yep. Plus, I'm gonna guess 4. What's your wisdom?
So everybody gets 22 hit points.
Bless.
Damn.
What's the modifier? What's your modifier on that?
Oh, I got it would be a +7 after the 3d8.
Oh, wow, nice. 31.
Yeah.
So we each get 31?
No, he gets 31. He gets the max possible. You all
but
get
we
22.
Get 22.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think that was my spell attack. Sorry. You all get 18. Sorry,
Okay.
It's only a +3.
So 18 and 28.
I did spell attack, not modifier.
You're good. 18 and 28. I should have cut that too. 18 and 28. So Abra and Kelpie both wake up from the ground unconscious. With
Ray.
Oh yeah, sorry, Ray.
Ray and Abra.
Ray and Abra.
I wake up and I just go, I'm back at it!
All right, good turn, Kelpie. Avra, it's your turn.
We decided that giving yourself a healing potion is just a bonus action, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Same
so
for
I'm gonna go.
casting Cure Wounds, right? On ourselves.
No, that's lay on hands. Cure wounds is still an action. Lay on hands is something that a paladin can do. Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem.
I'm gonna down one of my superior healing potions. And get. Oh wow, that was a good roll. 31 points back. And then I'm going to cast a. You know what? Let's do a 5th level. Let's really go for it. Chromatic Orb at Sir Demetrius.
Okay.
And let's make that, acid damage.
That is in a spell attack, right?
Yes, spell attack. So I got, a 27 to hit.
27 hits.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's okay. Aver came back with a vengeance. And does 31 points of acid damage.
Oof, 31 points of acid damage. You see him take a good chunk of damage as the orb just slams into him and kind of splashes with acid energy all over his abdomen and starts burning into his clothes. It's the end of your turn?
I want to wink at him.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
You're going to be punished for that, for
Noted.
sure.
Gregor,
In like a cute
it's his
way.
turn. He is going to... run up to Rev, and he's going to attack you, Rev. Surprise, surprise. I don't think you're surprised. That's a 24 on the first one.
Yes.
He's going to choose to not do damage and instead grapple you. And he is then going to attempt to bite you.
Yep.
And gets a 23.
Yep.
And you take... You take 12 points of necrotic damage.
I'm gonna take make sure to use my uncanny dodge.
Okay, so that will half the piercing damage.
Right.
So you'll take a total of the piercing. You'll take a total of 10 points of damage. So 10 points of damage, 8 of which being necrotic. Your hit points are reduced by 4. Nope, your hit points are reduced by 8.
8.
Yep, it's by the full necrotic amount. So yeah, your max hit points are reduced by 8, and you see your father's wounds start to heal slightly.
Hmm.
But he actually looks pretty rough, still.
Can you make a saving throw?
No.
Okay, never mind.
It is now Elburn's turn.
And
Atticus,
you do
you're
have
up.
resistance to spell damage if that was a spell.
That was just a claw. He just bit into
Got
it.
it.
That zombie in front of me is still alive, right?
Barely, but yeah.
I'm gonna go, Jesus fucking Christ, and I'm gonna shoot it with the now that I'm out of ammo and my unenchanted pistol, well, that I haven't reloaded, I'm just gonna take another shot, just to fucking finish this piece of shit off. Aiming for the head again.
Do it.
Lol, that bounced out. What is my plus? Where the fuck? Plus 6. That definitely hits. That says 15.
Oh yeah, that hits the zombie, yeah, for sure.
15, and that's 10 points of damage.
That zombie is going to roll a Constitution saving throw. It is going to fail it, and he is deadzo as he falls to the ground. Also,
Great.
I forgot to do it again at the top of the turn order. The portal that he had opened to the gray sky is officially open.
To the gray sky.
Cool. That looks really cool.
That's a really
That
cool.
does look
heaven.
I'm gonna jump in.
Elburn, you have one more attack left if you want it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward to this. Is this coffin like still functional as like a barrier?
No, I said all coffins are destroyed.
Oh, they're all destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I want to go to behind these crates here
Okay.
and take a shot with my longbow at Demetrius.
You can take a shot with your pistol again if you want to, but you can't switch weapons with both attacks.
Can't. Damn.
Your extra attack has to be with the same weapon.
Well, fuck. Well, that's fine. So would it be a bonus action to reload?
It's an action to reload, but if you want to, we can say that instead of shooting the zombie with your pistol, you could have taken out your longbow and gotten him with your longbow, and then get a second longbow shot on.
Great, I'll do that. I still
Demetrius.
have that shot.
Because I think it's
there.
the same amount of damage. So
Yeah, it's the same damage.
Yeah.
The only difference is hit.
yeah,
Um,
it would have.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
his AC 8 would have.
yeah, so I'm gonna take a longbow shot from behind those crates.
Do
Right
it.
at it. That is definitely a hit. That's 25.
That'll hit. Yep.
Yeah. And I do 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points piercing damage. Okay. Starting to look kind of rough. Is that the end of your turn, Elmer?
I would like to yell out. No, I'm in the Can I use the brain trust?
Yeah, you're within 30 feet of Rev.
Okay. In my head, I go, I don't know if this will work, but we need to get that book and close this fucking giant portal. And that's it.
All right.
That's the end of my...
Yeah.
I say, and I think. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah.
But I think.
All right, Atticus, you're up. Ray, you're on deck.
I will use my movement and then a bonus action to what's it called? Misty Step.
Okay.
To get right behind Demetrius.
Okay.
And I don't move in attack range of Danny Grayskin.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just like whisper in his ear, like, I've been waiting a long time for this one. And then I'm gonna swipe.
Yeah.
Twice. Come on. Give me a natural 20. I rolled 2 19s, so I'm guessing they both hit.
Woo! Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, it'd be 27s.
Oh yeah. Even with his shield.
First one, I'm gonna pump a second level Divine Smite into it. Which he's undead. So that would be 48. 48 plus another D8. Do you want me to give like radiant damage separate?
No, he's not like vulnerable.
Okay, so
I just need to know that radiant damage.
Too many dice. It's insane.
I just need to know that radiant damage was done.
Yeah. I'm rolling 5 D8s, a D4, and a D6.
Okay. Wow.
My first hit. This is pretty good. So 8, 14, 21, 22, 23, 26, 27 points of damage. No, plus 6. So 33 points of damage.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, he's still standing, but you shove the sword directly into his abdomen. The divine rage within you empowers the strike, and he falls to his knees.
Then I'm going to pump a third level Divine Smite to the second damage. Because that was only the first attack.
Yes, it was, yeah.
Guys, I think we can go on break. Atticus can deal with this.
So this will be 5, 68, so I don't know, D8. Not done that sort of thing. Using all my D8s that I got. 7, 15, 19, 24, 27, 28, 30, 34, 40 points of damage.
Atticus, how would you like to do this?
Yeah! Yeah! All right. Oh man.
Dang it, my last turn.
I just want to stab him through the heart, just through his back, and just like let the radiant damage fill him with, I don't know, radiance.
Yeah. He gets stabbed. I was looking to see if he could throw out one final spell, but he can't on a reaction. So you
just like screaming bloody, just like top of my lungs.
Huh?
Was he out of legendary actions?
Well, see, that's the thing is that he's not out of legendary actions, but if Atticus kills him during Atticus's turn, you can't take a legendary action during someone's turn. Yeah, it has to be in between turns, so Atticus is killing him in his turn. I was gonna throw I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna throw a time ravage spell at Atticus. That would have made you, that would have made you age until you were 30 days from death.
Yeah.
But he looks
that would have been fine.
He gets stabbed through, and then kind of like, because he gets stabbed, he looks up, and you see him kind of looking upside down at you as fear fills his eyes.
Can I lift him up as well?
Yeah, and you just
like lift him off the ground.
You lift him up, and as he's sitting there, impaled on the sword, his head kind of lolls to the side, and he looks at you, Rev. And Elliot appears on your shoulder. And Elliot is sobbing. And Demetrius looks at you, and you see a single tear fall from Demetrius's eyes. And you just hear him say, "Thank you." And he shatters into ash and smoldering light as he then falls slowly and featherful to the ground. Your father looks up at you, Rev, still teeth bearing, claws long, but his mind back to him as his self. And he looks at you. "Son? Is it over?" And from your shoulder,
Within the grapple, I just like try to hug him.
you easily do so. And in that moment, you feel a weight lifted. And there's a flash of light that all of you see. And Atticus, you turn and you see a 12-year-old young boy, full size, standing up and looking at you as the true form of Elliot looks up at you.
I stab.
And he says, you see him starting to kind of glow ethereally.
Oh no.
And that glow becomes less and less opaque. And he looks at you, and he's crying. I think I'm going. I feel like I'm going. And then you kind of see him like go from concerned to kind of relieved. Rev, I hear his voice. It sounds like him. It sounds like the real him. Should I go to him?
Go, buddy.
He looks up at you, and he grabs your hand, and you feel a warmth in your hand, and he says, "I did always want a big brother." And then Elliot fades away, and that is where we will take a little break.
Oh.
I got to kill Demetrius and get rid of Elliot in one hit. This is the best.
God.
That actually got to me.
So
I actually got choked up. I got choked up saying that.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we will be right back. A lot just happened, and we will decompress and digest everything when we return. So don't go anywhere. Just get some stretching and get some food or water and get some hydrated. And yeah, we'll be right back. See you in a second. Hello, we are back. Welcome back to Charm Persons. Hope you enjoyed the break. We've been running a little bit over, so we are just going to jump right back into it. We just left off. Demetrius was finally slain, finally removed from over the shoulder, hovering over Rev his whole life for the past couple months. And with that, in that final moment, you were able to see Demetrius's true self and how this power and this curse had corrupted him and how he was thankful for this death. And then, in turn, the curse was broken and Elliot was able to finally pass on and join his father, the real version of his father, in the afterlife. But not before saying a very heartfelt goodbye to Rev Grayskin, the big brother that he never had. And the rest of you are standing over a pile of ashes that are Demetrius's body. The portal is still brightly open. And Rev, your father, Gregov, is holding you in an embrace. He kind of like let you go a little bit, but still had you in a side hug. But as you kind of look back towards him, he's looking at his hands, kind of touching his teeth, still very clearly in his vampire form.
Can I approach the portal?
For sure. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Ray.
As I approach the portal, I would just love to put on my Eyes of the Eagle.
Ooh, wonderful. Ray kind of walks up to the portal and just brings down her mask, creating a very epic visage of this sharp-beaked looking face.
And I have an advantage, so that is... but then I also get... Sorry, let me put them on. Why aren't you on? Get on there!
You have 3 seconds to tell me what the roll. I'm just kidding.
No! So it was 20 not natural.
Alrighty, a nice dirty 20. So you are able to see very clearly the heat of the battle. None of you really took a time to look, but the portal has created a arcane doorway. It is not like a weird, illusory or like opaque kind of abstract looking thing. It is truly a doorway, and beyond this doorway you see rolling hills of blowing grass, but the grass is a nice silver color. And as you look, you see the trees growing on either side of the path that is cut through these rolling hills. And the bark on the trees and the leaves themselves on the trees are all different shades of gray. And as you look closer, they almost look as if they've been etched into reality with like a charcoal pencil. They are real, they're there, they have dimensions, they're casting shadows, but they seem to almost be created, drawn into the space. You see clouds floating above, different shades of gray to give them the dimensions that you need to view them the way that they are. You see the path roll and end at what looks like a simple farmhouse. And there's a field of gray crops that is currently being tilled by a man in gray robes with his hood pulled up to shield him from the gray sun.
Cool. How far can I, do I feel anything as I'd like to get up to, I'm gonna put myself on the map. If I can get, right up to it, here-ish. Do I feel anything,
You feel a light breeze from the day
nothing's,
beyond the doorway.
pulling me or anything?
Nope.
I'm gonna look back to everybody else and be like, you guys, it looks kind of cool in here, and I'm gonna step a little farther in with my
don't trust that
glasses.
What are you doing? I'm gonna walk up to the book and close it.
It's actually just a bunch of pages strewn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I look at the pages while I'm walking next to him just to see if I can find any sort of thing that I can read about what
Make
the fuck this is?
make an investigation check. Ray, do you
I was
step
gonna
through?
Call Avery over to the pages.
If
Okay.
I'm not feeling...
You are
if I'm not
feeling no.
feeling
You're feeling no
yeah.
heat. You're feeling no. Literally, the only thing you're feeling is a slight breeze from beyond the portal.
Right,
I think
bad idea.
I'll look back at the group and I'll be like, I think, I don't know. I'm feeling like I want to explore this.
Xavier was
Let's
trying to summon this. We should at least figure out what it is before we walk
15.
through.
Yeah. It comes as soon as you step
okay.
through it.
As Elburn's kind of looking through the books, it's pretty much clear as day. It tells you everything you need to know, pretty much. This is a portal to the plane known as the Gray Sky. Not much is known about the plane itself, but the spell of the portal simply opens a portal that, once fully opened, slowly closes over a span of 8 hours. It cannot be dispelled other than a wish spell. And that's about it.
Is there any information that I get from that about Gray Sky, or is it just about the portal?
That Gray Sky is that the wizard that lives within Gray Sky fabricated this plane, made this plane.
Do you say all that out loud, or is that just him?
Yeah, before we go in,
Excuse me, goodness.
I look towards Ray and I go, now hold on a minute, hold on.
But I wanna.
I know, I don't, but don't. It looks very peaceful, but like we've dealt with that kind of stuff before. Would I have any knowledge of the wizard who was in there that did that from my past life?
You've rolled on this before, and no, you do not know. What was the name of the... I honestly don't have it off the top of my head. Rev, do you happen to remember the name of the wizard? You've said it more than me, honestly, as the DM.
It's something with an O, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like... It's something, but you could...
Ohamar.
Ohamar. That name never rung a bell to you, Ohamar.
That's right.
I'm gonna pop my head in and just go, Rev, what was the name of that guy?
You pop your head in, and by the way, as you cross the plane, absolutely nothing happens. It's as if you stuck your head through a doorway.
What was it?
I'm just like with my dad. I'm not paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Aloha.
What are you doing?
I'm popping my head in.
The man that is tilling the fields like looks up.
Hi.
And
Are you Aloha?
And he like tilts his head.
No.
He kind of raises an arm. You can't really see. You can't really see him from this far.
I can see very, very far distances up to things up to 2 feet away.
That's
or not
true.
up to 2 feet away, up to 2 feet
Just 2
tall.
feet.
That's very true. I forgot about that with your mask.
Away, okay.
You see, Ray.
Also, I have Thorn Whip prepared.
Ray, roll a insight check.
Okay.
I've not stepped through. I'm still by the pages.
I'm stepping as I'm talking to him and like connecting with him. I am like all the way in the portal by now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just so
I'm
you know.
staying like 10 feet away to pull her back with Thorn Whip.
You said insight check.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
Insight
staying
check
near, within 10 feet of Ray.
Picking up powder.
Okay, so this is gonna be fun because I think also these eagle eyes give me advantage on all wisdom. Oh, it says on wisdom, like in parentheses, perception.
Yeah,
checks.
yeah, it's perception.
Okay. So that is a 16.
16. First of all, the face that you're looking at is genuinely confused to see you.
Same, honestly.
Does not show any hostile intentions other than pure confusion, and so maybe therefore slight defensiveness out of sheer instinct. But with those eagle eye, with the mask that you're fucking wearing,
that one, my eagle mask.
You see, with an insight of 16, it was hard to tell at first, but after examining, yep, that's for sure what you're looking at. You're looking at like a 75 to 80-year-old looking Xavier Senex.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna murder him. I can't see that, but I'm gonna murder him.
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna, like, as I'm seeing it, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he looks up at you and he says, who'd you say?
Xavier is what I said.
How do you know that name? Who are you? How are you here?
And I'll, because it feels like this might be too much for just me, and I'm part of a group now. I have grown, I have evolved. I'm gonna turn back to my group and I'll be like, you guys, it's Xavier. Old man Xavier. And I'm like, as I'm walking.
What?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm thoroughly confused in this moment. I did not think that this would be possible. This is not supposed to be possible. You're here. How are you here?
How are you
Did we
here?
kill him?
I don't think.
Do you say that out loud?
We're in a drawing.
I like whisper it to the. Oh no, we have the brain. We're gonna. Rev is probably in there.
Okay, cool. Oh, actually, yeah, Rev. Let's going back a few moments. Ray has not yet fully entered the portal. You and your father are still standing there.
Yep.
He looks at you. And he just kind of almost collapses in your arms as he just says, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for everything. He turned me into this creature, and I could barely control myself, and then he cast that damn spell on me, and Rev,
It's okay.
what am I? My soul is damned, isn't it?
We're gonna figure out how to fix this.
And he kind of like, he falls to a knee. I'm so tired. I've not rested in so long. Rev, I'm so sorry. Is he gone?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And you see him kind of like start to stumble around towards the table. And that's about the time that you see everybody entering the portal, pretty much. He looks
Dad,
over.
do you know what was his plan?
All I know is that he said he wanted to take this mage and bring him to Rikavar. That the mage knew a spell that he needed. That's all he told me, and the fact that he told me that much was, well, it made me different than the others.
Mm-hmm. Do you know where Rikavar is?
He's in the Nine Hells.
Okay.
All I know is that this mage was not going to go willingly. I don't know what that means, but this mage was no friend of Demetrius's. That was all a lie.
Do you wanna stick with us, or?
If you don't mind, I think I'm just gonna rest in here for a moment. I need to rest. And he kind of like leans against a wall and just kind of like falls and sits with his like knees to his chest.
Yeah. You stay here, but we should talk soon.
Yes, of course. And the rest of you, as you're approaching Ray, Xavier kind of looks at you and he says, yes, Ohamar is the name that I made up. How do you know my true name?
Well, here's the thing. I think you murdered my brother. So that's cool, and I hate you for that. And I'm gonna like get close to him with the end of my quarterstaff and like put it
he
up
takes
to his chin.
he takes his hoe that he's been using to till. It's just a hoe, but he takes it. He kind of like gets into a defensive stance. Wait.
How far away is he?
We all got hoes, Xavier.
He was literally like
okay?
60 feet into the portal.
You're that far in?
Yeah, I started running as I like realized as I was calling back to you.
Oh,
Guys,
well,
to be
then
like, it's Xavier, it's Xavier.
I rocket boost in.
He looks at you and he said, I have been here for the past. I don't know how long it's been.
Does anything happen to us when we go in? Like, do we still look the same, or have we taken on the perception of?
Not that you could discern. You're full color, and everything. Yeah.
So like Dorothy.
And actually, his skin and everything is full color as well. Everything else around him is gray. Yeah.
Can I make either like an insight or arcana or something, like a check to see if I can figure out like what this might be, like what's going on here?
Make an insight check.
Insight, okay.
We'll say I am standing on the precipice of the portal, not going through it, but I'm as close as possible without stepping into it.
Totally.
I got a 15.
15. With the 15, it's hard to discern what's going on. all that you know is that you're almost certain this is not the same Xavier that you've been dealing with.
I'm gonna communicate that in the brain trust.
I think I'm too far. I can't hear.
Listen,
Red.
I've been here. I don't know how long I've been here. All right, but it's been a long time. I definitely have not killed your brother.
Okay.
How long have you been here?
And you come running up.
Huh.
I don't know. What year is it?
That's a good question.
And you
I
tell
him the exact date.
Yeah.
And time.
His eyes kind of go wide. For a long time. Centuries. At least.
So,
Well, there's another one of you running amok.
might be a bunch of.
I know. He's. What do you mean amok? Is he not just running the Emerald Union?
No, he's doing much more.
What do you mean?
Much worse things.
Trying to run the world.
He's trying to bring back the what are they called? Not the Great Ones.
Colossus?
The
Colossus.
Yeah.
What? How does he even have that information? What are you talking
He almost
about?
brought back one, and we killed him, and now he's back again.
Mm-hmm.
All minor illusion, like the last time, just the most recent memory we have fighting him.
What do you minor illusion?
Just the little scene, movie time.
Okay, yeah, I guess that works.
Just it's little.
Yeah.
It's really little.
I lay on the ground and like.
Kind of looks at it.
Mods.
All right. Well, it seems a conversation is in order. Please. And he
Yeah,
puts his
talk
note-
to your clone. As I push it into his neck a little more.
Oh, God!
Right. He's not the same.
Come on, man.
Conversation with
He
us.
created the thing that killed my brother, you guys.
He
And
did.
don't
Wait,
you want to
wait,
kill him though? It seems like he did. He knew it was.
You see Atticus waving you over.
What the fuck?
Fine, and I'll go over to Atticus.
No,
He's waving Elburn in.
like to come into the.
Oh, I thought he was waving
Well,
the
it's
way.
fine. I'll go
Xavier,
over to-
old Xavier.
Maybe Elburn should stay
I
out
wa-
there. I mean, he's
As
just gonna...
I'm like still in like on that side, as I walk in, I kind of like nudge Elburn.
Yeah.
Come on.
Old Xavier pushes your quarterstaff away, and then says, "There's no need for such rude behavior. Please come inside." And
I've been called worse.
he steps inside his little farmhouse.
Is
We
the
don't have
portal
much
closing
time.
at all?
It actually is closing. You do see that it's closing, but very slowly.
We had
and,
8 hours.
And Elburn explained that it stays open for 8 hours.
Oh, right.
That means
I
we
put
get
it-
a
I
30
did-
You
minute
can-
break and
You
2.
You can clock the time, Eva, right? So we'll know exactly.
Oh yeah, I can clock it
Just about.
exactly.
Thank you.
It's amazing how time is the same between planes of existence.
I want to give us enough time. I want to give us like, I mean, at the very least, an hour warning.
Yeah,
I would
I
like
mean,
it, yeah.
totally. Yeah.
So
far it's been 3
with
minutes.
Reb's prodding.
Yeah.
With Reb's prodding and my childish behavior, I get
Yeah.
pushed into the portal.
Laszlo, you're there as well, right? Just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, he gestures you guys in. The table, there is a single chair at the table, and he
Good.
kind of looks at everybody and he says, "Whoever wants to sit there is welcome. I'm sorry I was not prepared for company, literally ever."
Dibs. I run over and sit in the chair.
He looks to the rest of you, and he says, "Right, so, my name is Xavier Senax, and a little over 100 years ago, I ran an organization called the Silent Voice. We were collecting artifacts from ancient magic users in order to protect humanoid life is what our goal was. And because the powers that be did not like that I kept things from them, because I trusted myself more than I trusted politicians,
That's not relatable.
I was punished and imprisoned. While I was in prison, I came up with a numerous amount of spells. I had no time but to think. One of those spells was an altering of the clone spell. I was able to clone my existence, not only physically, but I can clone my conscience as well. However, should the clone come into contact or speak with me, the original, they would be destroyed and fail. The other spell I created was this. The Grey Sky. I
Excellent work.
made my case and pleaded that this is where I could be imprisoned, on a plane of existence of my own. The only way to reach me being hidden in a spell book underneath the name of a wizard that was made up. But before I left, I released a clone of me. I trusted that it would do good. Fyodor Swiftstream
Very
is
wrong.
what I named it.
Very wrong.
Well, I can't control it. It's not me anymore. It's a separate entity.
Seems awfully short-sighted.
Well,
Not wrong.
many things come in hindsight, young man.
He's
Ha!
I
And I look
thought
at Elburn and I pinch his little cheek and I go, "You're so cute, young man."
I smile, but I go, stop it, fucking stop it.
pop a divine sense just to see if I get anything else.
You do not. No.
So are you saying that all we have to do is get you in the same room as him, and that will destroy him?
Well, good luck doing that. I doubt he would ever come here.
Well, we did kill him once.
Well, you can come
Bring
with us.
you to
Oh, I'm not leaving the Grey Sky. No.
Can you
Sure.
give us a way to open this portal again and open it
Absolutely
when
not.
we're
If
with
anything,
him?
I'm going to make sure that you never return.
Okay, listen though, that like
I do like we've got these teleportation stones. I wonder if they would work to get us out of here.
You want to try
back
it?
in.
Let's see. I mean, like, I have other questions for him before we.
can
Sure.
we? I don't know if we can teleport to a different plane.
Also, Rikavar is trying to get a hold of this guy, and
Probably to clone himself.
I would be very wary about letting Rikavar get his hands on him.
You are all just staring at each other in silence, and I'm confused.
Does the
Sorry.
name,
Oh, they do this thing.
does the name Rikavar mean anything to you?
And you see him kind of like literally like searching his brain. I think I've read the name before in some book of demonic entities.
Can I do an insight check?
Oh yeah.
A 15.
You actually notice, with an insight check, that he is like kind of putting two and two together with what Rikavar is, and like what just like he's just kind of like observing, and like he does think that he remembered the name, but he's kind of like showboating his intelligence.
Sure.
But it is just genuinely him like guessing it right and being and feeling smart about it. But you do not think that he seemed to know the answer beforehand.
Do you know who Elburn Proctor is?
Yes, the Archmage of Depths. Yes, correct.
Yeah, what's your opinion on him?
Failed miserably.
All right, yeah, sounds about right. Yeah.
Probably
Anybody
for
else
the
have any
best,
questions?
honestly.
What about
Killed
his
thousands
personality?
of people. I didn't know him. Sounded like a
Okay.
douchebag.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a real piece of shit. And I turn around and see, like, who said
Yeah.
that?
I like, yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, why are you here?
Well, we kind of just fucked that guy up back there.
Yeah, someone was trying to
open
contact
your-
you. We
Why?
killed him.
It's a good question.
Fucking we know.
Bring you to somebody else to use a spell that you know.
Well, I'm not leaving the Grey Sky, so that won't be an issue.
Yeah, I gotta-
Unrelated. Do you know how to reverse vampirism by any chance?
You see him literally like
Unrelated.
it seems like he has like this mind palace that he like searches for his answers.
Mind
And he says,
power.
well, from everything that I've read about vampirism, it can be reversed one of two ways. A wish spell, or killing the creature and then bringing them back to life.
Rep, we'll leave that decision up to you, I think.
Yeah.
In the
We
brain
can do
trust,
both.
You can't
I'll
cast
just
a
say-
spell wish, can you?
Me? Yes, I can cast this wish.
Uh-huh.
Should we leave?
Are you gonna do it or?
Can you? Would you? What would that take?
Well, it depends on what you would want for me to do that for.
Why don't we just
Again,
wish for the
unrelated.
clone?
To reverse vampirism.
I don't know. I don't really know who any of you are. This one
Well,
attacked
I
me,
was asking.
well, I can't really. I mean, I don't know, man. I haven't really gotten a good, feel on you yet.
In the brain trust, I'd like to go, why don't we just wish for fucking the clone of Xavier to get here? If we can convince this guy to do that, the second that he's here, and the only thing we have to worry about is that fucking smoke dragon.
It's a good point.
Don't ask him that.
I'm gonna step forward and say, we understand that this is confusing. It's confusing for us too. We seem to have been called together by the Great Ones, and I know that this seems out of nowhere for you, but it's been a long journey for us, and it could genuinely save the world if you were to help us.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
I don't know why I did this. Let's see. Not great on that first one. Oh, nice. Okay, a 21.
He looks at you. Listen, I can give you something that will be able to help you against a wizard of that caliber, but I am not leaving the Grey Sky. And as far as I'm concerned, as soon as you leave, I'm going to do everything to make sure no one enters it ever again.
What if you could defeat him without ever having to leave?
What do you mean?
What if you could bring him here?
No, absolutely not. That is not a good idea.
Why not?
What if you had us to protect you if you did that? I have a list of our credentials.
I want a minor illusion, like all of the colossals we've seen, and like the smoke, like all of the things that Pildor is bringing on this world, like images of the monsters, like one after the other.
Did he say why he was imprisoned here?
Mm-hmm.
For stealing, he said for stealing artifacts of ancient wizards and keeping them for himself.
That's fine. I just sold mine to that lady at that shop. So we're probably all right, guys.
I'm sorry, you sold what to who?
In the brain trust, I'll just say they did say they would have to take him by force.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your clone. I'd say this to Xavier, and by proxy, it is you, though it is a separate entity. It is you, and bringing him here, and all you have to do is what? Have a conversation with him, and he disappears. Would eliminate half of the problems
It is more complicated than simply having a conversation with him.
Well, then what is it?
It's too dangerous.
I don't believe you. You've been living a pretty cushy life in here.
I can
Well,
see why
Ricardo?
you're not usually the one that does the talking. I'd advise that you shut up.
All right,
Don't tell him.
Oh,
at least I
It's
take my
okay.
failures and don't hide myself away and let some.
Yeah, sure.
oh my
I
god.
get on the floor and I go into child's pose and I just start breathing heavily. And like slowly but surely, like my gun comes out, but my finger's not on the trigger. It's just like held there. It's like
I'm just gonna say, are all old wizards super childish? Like, what is it with you guys?
Childish? Look at him. He's the one
You
that's
just
like...
went merp, merp, merp.
Well, it's just a power struggle between wizards, and he's clearly not a wizard. I mean, look, he's...
The pissing contest.
I can't sense an ounce of magic on him.
As a wizard, I will talk to you.
You're a wizard?
I stand up and go, that's sexist.
Okay.
No, it's the blue hair.
I'm gonna take
It's
out.
not respectable.
I'm gonna take out Keeldor's staff.
Where did you get that?
Oh shit, yes.
I got it off of him in a battle, and I haven't used it yet.
Shove it up his ass.
Oh, well. Then why haven't you defeated him yet?
What do you mean?
Well, this is his scepter.
What power does it have over him?
It's just what he uses to cast spells.
He killed him once. Well, I mean, I didn't kill him.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he has other
He
ones,
seems to
but-
be perfectly capable of still casting spells.
Okay, well, alright. I'm just
Well,
saying if you
okay.
took his scepter, you'd think that you'd be able to defeat him.
We
Look,
did
we killed
defeat
him once.
We did.
I don't like this guy.
Wait, he's learned to
Get the
clone
brain
himself?
trust.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really bad, man.
It's really bad. There is no way.
You have
that
unleashed
whatever...
shit on the world.
I understand your worry, but there is no way that whatever danger you are afraid of by bringing him here or doing whatever you have to do to defeat him is worse than the danger he is wreaking on the entire world.
Listen, child, I understand that you think that you are doing something with your words, but I need you all to understand that my pleasantries are going out the window. I am imprisoned here. I am not a good man. I do not care what happens to you or your families or the rest of them. They put me here.
He could be a good man.
Elburn, if you wanted to shoot this guy, I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, I stand up and I
No, no, no,
immediately.
no, 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 no,
De-escalate.
no, no, no.
De-escalate.
I walk towards him and I go, listen, man, I get it. You did a lot of magic stuff. People didn't like it. People took you away and you're in prison. I've been there. Believe it or not, you're talking to the Archmage of Devis right in front of your fucking face. I slam my gun on the table and point it at him and go, just listen to what I have to say first before you start laughing.
I dare you.
I look at everybody and in the brain
Wait,
trust, I
Steve,
go,
held
did
action?
you really just dare me to shoot him? Has he not
Yes,
been
do
watching
it.
the stream?
Has he not been
Don't do it, Elburn.
Alvern, just
Just go, just listen to what I have to say.
Honestly, do it.
Can I, as this is going on, take a second and try to ritually cast Contact Other Plane and reach out to the Great Ones?
That's a 10-minute long, 11 minutes to do so, right?
Don't worry, I got 11 minutes of things to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I mean, you can start, too.
Filibuster!
I'll start. If I can't finish, I can't.
C spot run.
You can't contribute to the conversation or anything.
That's fine.
I say, look, I get it. You know my history. You know what happened. You know the power that I had. What you might not know is the punishment that I received. And I was only able to escape that punishment by doing good in the world. Right?
Is
So
this
you're just
good?
What?
He points. He looks down at the gun.
Okay. So your evil clone is running around right now, right? The thing that you did, the thing that you were culpable for, the lives that you have destroyed because you created this clone.
And this is you trying to persuade me?
I don't think we're going to
Think
convince
inform
this,
mostly.
whatever, millennia-year-old wizard to come with us.
He's not
I'm just going to
millennia.
throw that out.
He's not
I won't,
millennia.
whatever. He's a
I've
very
got a
old-
nice hole you can stay in if you come out with us.
That's weird.
That is weird.
You have a
So,
nice chair, by the way.
to maybe
Thank you.
escape the punishment that you have, doing good might let you leave your imprisonment, because it certainly let me leave mine, and I'm with these lovely folks doing good in the world for once, instead of everyone hating me and vilifying me for the things that I did indeed do. So
roll a persuasion check. Would be an advantage because your argument's good, but you've got a gun pointed at the man, so it's going to be just a straight roll persuasion check.
Right. It is in this moment that I realize that I am not a charismatic character.
Oh, it's in this moment.
Yeah, it's in this moment right here that I realize that is a 11 with no additional modifier.
He looks at you and he says, I'm sorry that you had the punishment that you had. Mine isn't so bad. I don't mind it here. I'm by myself. It's nice. I feel if an entire civilization of people is not able to take care of a clone, then that is not on me. That is on the failures of their society.
I just I have no other option, guys, and I say it out loud and I go, I put the pistol away.
Eldrin, 1 second.
I put the pistol away.
Oh, away, okay.
I go, so I guess justice for his crimes. I think we hog tie him, bring him out, and see what the people have to say about his nonchalant attitude towards their lives.
You can
Is that where we're
certainly
at this point?
try.
You said that
He's
you
like
were
a-
going to give us something to help us against the wizard.
I did
I know.
say that a while ago.
And I'm very sorry for my friend here and his eagerness to point a pistol at people.
Can I?
We've been trying to work on his anger issues, and it just hasn't really worked out.
I understand.
I didn't shoot him. I think that counts as something.
Well,
He didn't.
I mean,
That's fair.
it kind of does, but you still shot somebody recently, so like,
Yeah, you're right. I shot some zombies. So, thank
Sure.
you. I
At
will
this
hear no
point,
more
I'm willing
argument.
to accept any help from you, sir. If you could please.
yes, I'll
Rev,
step up and give my like little child charm. Please, sir, can I have some more?
Rev, what were you about to say? What were you saying? Or about to say?
I can't believe that somebody as ambitious as you would be capable of settling for this. That you wouldn't want to be more. Good or bad. I just can't see this being enough for anybody who would put as much time into their work, the dedication that would take to get them there, that you would settle for just okay for the rest of forever.
Bummer.
And that makes me really sad. And I would hope that you'd want at least an opportunity to do something.
It's not a conversation. If we see each other at this point for as long as he is gestated, we would both be destroyed. And I would rather have this than death. For I know in death nothing good waits for me. And I intend to prolong that as long as I can.
What if we could talk to someone about your afterlife, should that be the case? About the...
You had communication with the gods, have you?
Yes.
Abraham just in the corner still.
And I don't think this clone has been around as long as you think. It's not your original. Like we said, we've killed him before.
Yeah.
It's a risk I'm not willing to take. And
That's fair.
At least it would be something different.
About
What?
that item you're gonna get us.
Rev, roll a persuasion check to straight roll.
Give you my rocket boots if you help us.
I'll give you my dragon if you help us. I don't say out loud.
As it happens, you have good rolls and you have bad rolls. And this one was a nat 1.
Oh no, I was hoping he was going to say nat 20. I will help you defeat Xavier. But I will not travel with you. And I will not have him brought here.
I mean, I think that's fair. I mean,
Yeah. What's
we'll
your
take all the help we
plan?
can get, honestly.
I have some seeds for you. And he turns around and he grabs a little sack. And he has 2 balls
I'm
in
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
Ew.
It's a sack with 2 balls.
Don't do
Nothing,
that with your hands.
It's 2 balls in the sack.
That's what Kelby's doing. She
Yeah,
wants
you
these 2
hold it
balls
like
in a
this.
sack.
They are,
You wanna
I mean,
hold it
Kelpie, they are about Kelpie hand size.
No. Don't touch those,
Um,
Kelpie.
And you reach in and you pull out, and they are these black, covered, smooth stones. He says, if you take those and you crush them on the ground in front of you, you will be surrounded by a globe of invulnerability. And basically, each of these pearls creates a globe of invulnerability on the point which they are smashed, and do not require concentration. They just stay there for a minute. This will protect you from not all of his spells, but most of them. It's the best thing that I have here. It's the only thing I was able to cultivate myself in this plane. Everything else was taken from me.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Thanks. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
So are you going to leave now? Or?
Is Xavier human?
He's an elf.
Okay. For my edification. Can he die?
Mhm.
Like, natural? death?
Natural, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
After a long time, but yeah.
Great.
Well, these are pretty neat. Thanks.
Well, I guess we'll get out of your hair now.
We don't know how to
turn and pretend to
close
walk
the
away.
portal, so it'll be open for a while, but I don't
I
think
can take
anyone's
care
gonna
of
come
that.
through it. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay, we should leave.
I look at Atticus and, like, silently or not silently, but, like, I whisper to Atticus, I'm like, can I give you my weapons real quick so you know that I'm not going to try and kill this guy real quick?
Yeah, I would love that.
I just basically take off my coat.
Yeah, which is like has everything in it.
Yeah, and I just like go, hold this for a second. Can you all just like, I'll be the last one out.
Yeah,
What
no,
are you
I'm not
gonna
just gonna
do?
leave you in here, man.
Is Avra done
I feel it
counting
up.
her?
I'm like,
I think Avra, you specifically said you stepped outside, right?
Oh, you-
Oh,
you-
Except to like the back of the group.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That would, I
Um,
mean, that honestly, with a small farmhouse, it would have made more sense for you to just step outside.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Avra, are you done?
No.
How long has it been?
It has not been 11
No.
minutes. No.
Unless you, I mean,
Could I use the bathroom? Before we
Need
leave?
snacks?
What? No. No. Please leave.
Please though. We just had a fight.
Bye.
And
I mean, okay.
What are you gonna do if we don't? I'm genuinely
Let's
curious.
not find
No, we're gonna.
We just need to find out.
Let's go.
Wizard.
Bye.
I would
Just
love
go.
to show him. Can I show him?
No.
Honestly, I kind of want to see.
He's so
Fray.
pathetic.
Yeah, but he's cute, right? Look at his face.
The Archmage of Devis. Look what you've been resorted to.
Look what you've been resorted to, you weirdo.
And I
Oh,
look at-
you mean one of the most powerful magical entities that you've come across, begging for my help? Yes, I will take that position above yours, groveling on the ground with a metal tube in your hand, the only damage you're able to cause, because you were crippled by a deity that you couldn't handle yourself, because you didn't get there, because you failed.
Right, I think it's time for us to leave.
Yep. Elbrin, why don't you head on out, man?
Oh, I'm not gonna hurt him or anything.
No,
I'm just
Yeah, you
gonna-
couldn't have. I don't think
He
you
won't.
I
could
kind of
have.
want to. Let's go, you guys. Come on, Elburn, take your time. Let's go. Let's see how. Come on.
Let's see
go.
how much
Not
of
leaving
a,
here before you
let's
do,
see how
Elbrin.
much growth you've really had, Proctor. Can you just turn the other cheek?
Oh yeah. No, I can't do that. You've just revealed a nice, fun part of your imprisonment. Is that you can talk all you want, but you can't forestall the inevitable. You're still gonna die. You're just gonna die alone and sad with your little powers in this world. Because the longer you wait to die and the more you try to avoid it, the worse it's gonna be. So like,
You see that does hit him a little bit.
you know.
you're
So
surrounded
have
by all
fun.
your friends.
I'm gonna live my life to the fullest as long as I have it left.
I dare you!
And
Come on, do it!
Do
Throw
what?
a punch!
Fucking-
Do it!
No, don't.
Throw-
Oh my
throw
god, he
a
wants
punch?
it.
Elbrin.
I lean on the table. I very much, it's the douchiest thing I've ever done. But I like lean on the table like this and go, hey man, do you really want me to punch you?
Yes.
This is the douchiest thing you've ever done, man.
Dare you. Prove
I-
that you've not changed.
I,
Prove that your emotions have more control over you than your own mind. Do it, you pathetic existence.
I very gently, like with almost slow tempo water station Shoga Ota-esque, just like lift my hand and put it right on his face and just go, so cute. And then I take my hand off and I just turn around and I leave.
He does not follow.
I also grab my coat back from Atticus and put it back on and go,
Can I, during the time when I had his coat, can I have grabbed his 2 pistols?
For sure, yeah.
And I put him in my bag.
I mean, they're not hidden. Yeah. Elburn, you, if you do not have it, you just earn DM inspiration.
oh yay, I don't have it.
Woo! Wow, you said sorry last session. You got DM inspiration this session. I'm so proud of you, Evo.
He kind of comes to the door after all of you leave. Wait!
oh, okay.
And you turn back. Look at him.
Oh, okay.
Frost Grasp. That's where he'll
I
be.
knew it. I knew it.
I thought we knew that. Did we not? Did
No, we
not
thought
know?
Cold
Figured that
Blast.
out?
We did
We
already
said
know that,
cold
but
slab.
let's let him have this.
I don't know if you knew. I don't know if you knew that it was in Frostgrass.
We didn't know Frostgrass. We knew
Yeah.
that it
We
was
had our suspicions.
You knew he had been on the cold slab, but yeah, Frostgrass is a city up north.
Of the north.
Yeah, he says, that's where he found. That's where he'll be.
And so for vampirism, you just kill him, bring him back. Any?
Or wish, yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to do that. Please, could you just?
If I
we
casted-
have a limited amount of diamonds.
If I wanted to cast wish right now, it would be to do something horrific to that man.
How horrific?
Ooh.
He points
Like
to
what?
Elburn.
I think it's time to go, guys. I think we should just.
There's a lot of things I can think of.
Yeah, I'm.
Let's
I have
go.
a
Yeah, I'm
good
gone.
imagination.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna.
Gone.
Let's
As
follow
we
them.
leave, I'm gonna go to Avra and be like, "Did you hear anything? Did they say anything?"
I just didn't have enough time.
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, I think I'm gonna maybe try again tonight, and maybe they can like still, but you know.
As you all exit the portal, Ray, you look back, and with your mask, you see him mouth the words, "I wish," and then a few other words that you can't hear, and the portal closes.
Okay.
Hey, Lyra, watch over. Oh, yep, we closed it.
And you are all
He
now
was not my favorite.
back, and Rev, you see your dad there on the ground still. He hasn't moved. What were you going to say?
Oh, that's what I was just gonna like. Is my dad still there?
Yep, still there. It's like sleeping.
Do
He's
we
like,
kill
Do you
him?
want to kill him, or do you want me to do it?
I don't love
Incarnation.
how you say that.
I can beat around the bush, man. I can do it once. I can do it today. I can do it right now.
If we kill him and then reincarnate him, maybe it'll be a kobold. That'd be fun.
Oh, hey, what's going on? Hi.
Could you just give us a minute?
Hang on 1 second.
You guys can walk away from me. I'm the one that's kind of sitting here.
Yeah, you know, just keep on sitting.
Let's brain trust real quick.
I'll start. Like,
We all
sharpening
sit in
my
a
sword.
group circle with our heads together, just like brain trust.
What's that called? The what stone?
Yeah, I'll take out a whetstone and start sharpening my sword.
Abra, anything to say about that you?
I can't really add anything to it. If those are the only two ways
Yeah,
to fix it,
Yeah, Avra and Elburn both have. They kind of because they're the ones who have checked their vampiric knowledge before. They both kind of corroborate old Xavier's words: wish spell or death and reincarnation.
And then also Abra just as the person who usually talks us out of bad ideas. Tell me if we shouldn't kill my dad and try and bring
I mean, it seems like your dad is in like his right mind enough that maybe you could talk to him about it.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I
he
mean-
doesn't want to be a vampire.
right. Obviously that's the next step. But I mean,
Because like if we can trust him to not be like evil, then maybe we could just find another magic user and like we could wait. But then if you feel like you can't trust him, maybe we should just kill him and then bring him back, of course.
my dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do it if you want. Let me just get my. Where are my pistols?
Did you
Oh,
leave
no.
him in the portal?
Oh, no, are they in the gray place?
Oh no.
I go back and knock on the wall. Hey, I think we left something.
You bloody your knuckle.
Take
Atticus,
5 points of free.
Did you do something with my pistols from my jacket?
Yeah, I took him there in my bag of holding.
Oh.
I didn't even
Why
shoot
didn't you tell me
anybody.
that? Ow. Jesus.
I didn't even shoot
Yeah.
anybody. Can I have one
Yeah, I
back?
know. My watch just said I figured as much.
Clip it.
Weird.
Terrifying.
Yeah, you scare me with those things, man.
Look, I'm learning how to use them, and in fairness, the last time before this I used them, I was baked as shit. So, like, I'm learning.
Hey, man, I've been pretty baked and never shot a pistol. Like, I've never
You
discharged
never
a
had a
weapon.
pistol.
If we can wrap this up, we can go back. We can have barn night. if we can knock this out real quick.
Let's wrap this up quick. Who's
Yeah.
killing her dad?
Yeah, here, hand me the pistol. I got this.
Let me go talk to him.
Oh, we're talking. Got it. See? Restraint.
Hey,
It doesn't
Dad.
help when you point it out every time.
Yeah, son. My son.
I sit down and like take his hand in my hand and just. So good news.
Yes.
I think I found a way to beat this thing.
Really? You have the capabilities?
Oh well, one of us does.
Okay,
And-
whatever it takes.
Glad you have that attitude.
I love D&D.
Rev's dad loves D&D too.
Yeah, he does.
So exciting.
He looks at you and he says,
So, in order to purge this demon from you,
sorry, Eric. Quietly tried to open a can of
I
soda.
thought that I was muted and then I heard it reverberate back into my own headset.
Go ahead.
the way that the process works is we have to kill you and then bring you back. Now, I've seen Atticus do this a bunch of
Let's
times.
do it.
Okay. Okay.
I figured it would have to be something like that, honestly.
Okay, yeah,
No.
we're gonna kill you, Dad.
It's okay.
Okay.
Hey, it's okay. Hey, son.
Okay.
He grabs you by your face.
Put a hand.
He says,
on
in through the
Rev's
nose,
shoulder,
in
too.
through the nose, out through the mouth.
Aw.
And he grabs your face, and he says, it's an easy decision, because I thought I lost you. I was in
Oh.
that closet, and I could hear your voice on the other side of the door as that dagger slid across my throat. And all I wanted was to say something to you. And if it takes dying again to be able to say that to you as much as I want, then I'll do it in a heartbeat. Now, who's gonna kill me?
I'm sanding down a stick of
just
dynamite.
runs over.
I take the one
Rev-
pistol. I got that.
Wait, I don't
Alright.
think can the Dragonborn
One pistol you got
child
back.
can the
One-
Dragonborn
My
child
razor's
not
bag holder.
kill me, please,
My
with
bag
the
holder.
dynamite?
Uh,
Ray, yes, Ray.
I could do it.
Son, I'm so glad that you have
I'm a-
what seems to be a second family here. They are all very eager to kill me.
Well, here's the thing. I, as a hunter, know exactly where to hit, so it would be very painless and very quick.
Same.
Ooh, I have.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I need a.
I could blow you up.
Nope, that's a no. Anybody else?
I couldn't bring him back. Don't blow him up. Don't.
Okay.
I still need something left.
Rev.
I've seen Atticus. I mean, like in terms of like one and done, I think he's the person.
Well,
I could brew you like a nice sleepy tea and then you're asleep for it.
Oh,
I
that
can
sounds
shoot you
nice.
in the heart and that's
Okay,
it.
I'll just like get started on doing that.
We'll be done.
Okay.
Oh, we did decide.
I feel like we're contestants on.
Can someone
Game
just
show.
he takes the sleepy tea from you, Kelpie. We're fast
Mm-hmm.
forwarding through time. Thank you
Yep.
very much. Just one of you, just go ahead. And he goes.
Rev, do you want to leave the room?
I'm gonna be here.
He looks up at you and he says, "I'll see you in a moment, son."
I'll hold Rev's hand.
Ah, shit, he woke up. We need more.
Do we have a diamond to do this?
No, I don't.
I was like, I gave you 2. I gave you 3.
It's funny.
Um,
All right, what do you
You
do?
don't
Who
have a
does it?
diamond?
What do you do? Who does it?
I can do
Uh,
it quick. I
I
can
have
just
a little
break his neck.
knife.
I'll do it. Whoever Rev wants to do it.
Come on,
Okay.
someone.
I'll do it. I'm gonna break his
I'll
neck.
step forward. I'll look
Don't
at
break
Rev.
his fucking neck, man! Jesus Christ!
That's quick.
I think
No, it's
Rev should
not.
decide. Rev should decide.
Rev, who do you want to do it?
We're about to fire him, and then he just got like fucking horrible neck pain.
Albert is currently
Like,
twisting your father's neck, going, "Who do you want to do it, Rev?"
and I'm holding it
Right
the other
here.
way. Like I'm pushing it the other way. As pushing it one
Did
way.
you say Atticus?
Atticus,
All
Get
right.
out of here,
I let
man.
go.
please, thank
Let go and gently put his head back down.
I'll walk over and I'll take my sword and I'll say a quick prayer and then slit his throat.
With the prayer, the blade kind of glows slightly, and you cut his throat, and the blood just immediately begins to pour down his chest, and it seems to be he just like kind of falls deeper into a sleep until his chest stops rising.
And then I will cast Revivify.
It's like, nah,
I
I don't want to come back.
Trying to see how much of a diamond.
I turned to Ray and I go, I could have. There would have been no blood. It just would have been a.
Yeah, but his neck would have been like, I saw this. It's
not gonna be
play
Willie, he
once
just wanted
where
to
this
die.
woman, like, her neck was like.
I'll use the 2 separate diamonds, and just because they're 200 each instead of the 1 500.
Okay.
And then just kind of.
I turn to Elburn when he does that and say, looks like he's got bits.
Jesus Christ, Atticus! I need you to roll a spell attack.
Oh Jesus.
Spell
that's what I
attack?
work.
Yeah. Basically, it's your charisma plus proficiency bonus, which is fine. Yeah.
Wake up, Rev's dad.
Okay, 25.
So not a natural one.
Not a natural one. It was close. It was the next number up.
You take the 2 diamonds and you smash them together, and you can feel your hands almost burning with the heat of divine energy as you slam them into the chest of Gregoff, and they shatter and the pieces dissipate and embed themselves magically into his chest as one moment passes, and then another, and then another.
Dad.
And the throat begins to seal. The claws begin to revert back to fingernails. The teeth become their normal canine length. And his eyes open up. He looks over at you, Rev. Told you. Oh. He looks over at you, Atticus, and puts a hand on your face. Gond?
Close. Who my goddess? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Lyra.
Lyra.
That's the hold of my shield now.
Lyra be praised.
I'll take his hand as it's on my face, and I'll do 20 lay on hands.
Oh yeah, I mean, back to immediate full health.
Yeah.
As he kind of, oh,
First one's a doozy.
oh, it has been a wild couple weeks. Whew. He just sits up and he just, bear hugs you, Rev.
Fully embrace, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgetting any, pains of trauma for a moment, at least, and embracing this as a second chance.
Yeah. Anybody else doing anything?
How do we get out of here, right? Take those papers, maybe?
Yeah, we should take the paper. Well, we should take the papers and maybe, Abra, is there something you can do to, magically hide what they say? Because, we don't
You
want...
know what? I can.
It's almost like I used to be a really good mage.
Used to be.
As Abra goes and lights them on fire.
You know what? I can.
Now nobody can read them.
I can cast. It'll take me a minute. But I can cast illusory script. So I can make it so that all of us can see as it is. But anyone else, it would look like it's written in some unknown, unintelligible script.
Do it.
Or I can make it look like a different message. I'm actually going to make it look like a different message and make it look like a letter from Atticus's mom.
Did you say that was 2 different spells, or that's one spell and you have a choice of what you can do with it?
It's one spell and I have a choice of what I can do with it.
I was
I'm going to read the letter and start crying. Or, well, no, it doesn't look like a letter from my mom to me. Never mind.
But it literally just says like mom. Like there's no like identifying information on it if someone were to find it.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
As long as we do that, in case we get captured or somebody gets their hands on these, they would have to at least take a few extra moments to try and figure out what the fuck this is.
Yeah. So I maybe will take that time to do that, like as we are on our horses or like something like that. Like I don't know that I need to take 11 minutes for us to just sit here and do that right now.
I would also suggest giving each of us different pages, so that if a group of us get captured, no one, even if they get past it, they won't have the full thing.
So, where are you guys headed?
Cold Lab.
Good question.
Barn night.
I think
Barn Night first, then
Yeah,
Cold Lab.
Barn Night first.
Bar
for
night's
sure.
a plan.
Bar
For
night,
sure, bar
and
night.
then
I need a
the
long
next
rest.
morning, making their way to Frostgrasp.
Making my way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
yeah.
gotta,
As
we
you
gotta
guys-
teleport.
Or Frostgrass. not
As you
Cold
guys
Lab.
walk
Awkward.
up the stairs and leave the stables, it is thoroughly daytime. Starting to become closer to noon.
Did we grab the necklace off the husk?
Yes, you did. Elburn did.
Yeah, I cut it off.
As you approach the top of the stairs, there is a blinding flash of white light. As out from this light steps one paw, then two, then a longer body, as a glowing lion with a large mane sits staring at all of you and kind of tilts its head and then tilts its head again and slowly makes its way down to Rev, and he brushes his head up against you.
Hey.
Ah.
As Rev, you will look in your character sheet if you press refresh, and you now know the homebrewed Great Familiar spell. You will see the options that you can
Not
transform.
familiar. He's great.
As
Tony. Name him Tony.
His name's Tony
in
now.
reward for letting Elliot seek his true home, the Great Ones have rewarded you with a new familiar. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Aww, it's so
Um,
cute. And your baby.
Just in time for barn night.
Before
I'm
we
the baby.
I'm gonna eat so many pigs.
we will pick up next week at this time, 2 p.m. Central, to see episode 27 of the Erubrion campaign. We're coming to a close. Gonna still a few sessions though. We're definitely gonna reach a solid ending. And then tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central, the finale of the Star Wars campaign. So please tune into that. And then next Monday, 7 p.m. Central, first episode of March Madness. And then March 20th, also, I'll just go ahead and announce, we will not have Kelfie or Elburn at that session, because they'll be both out of town. But instead, we are going to have a level 20 battle royale with all the other characters, as Tack Zaber will revisit them in their sleep for another showdown.
Amazing.
So stay tuned for that as well. So keep tuned to our socials as well, at Charmed Persons, pretty much everywhere. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. As always, everybody say bye.
Bye.